killer. He's still looking for that first major title.
Whoa, we have graphic of 2 NA MVPs. Atomic got it 21-22. The FK get it 22-23.
Yep.
FK came in second in the voting in 21-22. These two have been at the top of North America since after COVID, since the open era has begun. They're always playing each other. They know what it is, but Atomic has had more success than FK has.
One thing I noticed on that graphic too, first killer's goal participation dropping, which you think a stat going down is bad, but I think in this case it's actually a good thing that he is going to be able to rely on the rest of his team to find ways to get the ball in the back of the net.
It's so interesting because we always look at first killer teams and thinking they always have a chance to win. This was the one tournament I think no one really thought they had a chance. Like, yes, they're a contender, but they were like the 5th or 6th best.
Yeah.
For the past 8 splits, they have always won an open title outside of this one and one other one, and that was when that FaZe team was blowing up. And so now first killer, he's the underdog, and maybe the pressure's completely off him, especially in this match where like Energy has had their number outside of the last open where the Ultimates finally found something to play with, and they won 4-0 versus Energy. Of course, Energy did bounce back in the Swiss though.
And I think that's very important as well to get that open win, because usually when we see a team peaking at LAN, they eventually run into somebody from the same region, and we just revert back to what we see during the inter-region matches.
Yep.
It's like, okay, well, what happened to you? You were so good up until now, but they got through it at the perfect time, because now they're going to go into this match and think, well, we've already done it. It's no different now.
I mean, we talk about the story of fourth killer though, and there is nobody in the world who is more like hypersensitive to that story right now than FK himself. He's gonna have to fight against his own history to possibly break it here.
I mean, listen, but he's got OJ on his team too. OJ has never made it to this moment, but he was born for these moments. He has practiced for these moments. There will be moments throughout this series, I do think that it will go the distance, where OJ will come in clutch, hit things underneath the crossbar, and be a striker, the striker that FK's always needed to be on his side. And Chronic, he is the key for this team. If he plays like he did yesterday, probably the best he's played, honestly, since he won with Gen G all the way back in Rotterdam. He plays up to that level, they have a really good chance.
But the problem is, when the bright lights are on them, LJ has never even won a regional before. He's never won a major, first killer's never won a major. It's two of the greatest players to do it, but they don't have a lot of victories amongst them. So Chronic has got that one under his belt. He's been playing confident all weekend long, and I think that's always that catalyst for Ultimates. But Energy, they looked much better today. They can easily take the series.
Oh yeah, I think if we went straight into this and it was just a semi-final and they played nothing else, then NRG were going to lose it, because Ultimates were just above and beyond as of late. But that earlier win against Falcons has done so much, because it finally looked like NRG.
It looked like NRG, and that's bad news for the Ultimates. These teams have played 6 times in this season, 5-1 in favor of NRG. They are the clear favorites in this matchup, but this will be the first time this matchup is happening on a stage after 3 days of competition. So who do you think is going to win? Let us know in the Progressive Fan Vote. We'll let you know who we think is going to win. Shogi, who's your pick?
Oh, you managed to reaffirm to me entirely why I've gone for my pick, because it is on the stage. It is the team that always makes grand finals. It just feels inevitable at this point. Give me NRG.
NRG, Gibbs, I'm gonna skip over you for a second. Listen, Shogun, I'm gonna back you on the NRG pick. I've been picking Ultimates all weekend long. But NRG, man, there's a reason they're here. They make all the grand finals. I don't think it stops right now. NRG's gonna beat Ultimates right now.
Gibbs?
First killer's inevitable. He is so talented that eventually things have to go right when the lights are the brightest. I think first killer is back in form. He's got LJ with him. I think the Ultimates
I don't mind
finally,
it. I don't mind it.
They finally take down that final boss and they win it.
This is, if there's ever been a moment for the Ultimates to do it, this is it. But I agree with the rest of you. I don't think it happens. I think NRG. I think the fluke we saw in the end of Regional 3 when the Gen G managed to make it here, I think that was a fluke. I think NRG is going to continue on in the form that they are known for. But how does the universe feel about it? NRG on one side, the Ultimates on the other, into the air, and it comes down facing the camera, so we're going to stick with it there. NRG is going to be the pick for the coin. They're the favorites on the desk, the favorites in Fate. How does Chat feel about it?
One-sided than expected.
Not unexpected at this point with how popular of an organization NRG is. We love having them here, folks. And we love having all of you here as well. I hope you are ready for a wonderful, wonderful match of Rocket League action. Rocket League fans around the world, it's time for some naturally aspirated V8 horsepower. The Ultimates have never had, they've just had it. They've had enough of it. It's time for them to be on top. But the Kings of the North, they're not easily dethroned. The best American squads in the game clashed once again. It's the Ultimates versus NRG for a shot at the trophy.
NRG has gone to 11 straight grand finals, and then right before coming to Birmingham, one team knocked them out. It was the Ultimates. Can they do it again and end the land streak? Game one brought to you by Progressive. We are underway.
Well, here we go. What a morning for the North Americans watching back at home. What a semi-final we got coming up here. One step closer to perhaps a first major victory. Gibbs mentioned first killers. Fourth killer. Top two in the past. Can he get the job done in Birmingham? The Ultimates looked fantastic yesterday with a win over Vitality. NRG, well, they finally found some offense. You think they're the favorites. Here's Stacks. The head-to-head suggests that, but this Ultimates team has never looked better.
Yeah, Ultimates, if first kill is going to do it, this would be the best time. All you have to do is do what you've already done, granted only once. Take down NRG, it was a sweep. You felt maybe like a kind of a weight had been lifted off of NRG's shoulders when they no longer had that streak. You're like, okay, finally, everybody can stop talking about the streak, but ultimately what happens, now we just talk about, okay, well, it's 11 out of 12, possibly 12 out of 13. LJ to the backboard, got the demo. That's about all he's got out of it. And that one's gone by first killer. It's an open net, and Beast Mode scores.
Beast Mode gets the first. Just see the overcommit. Chronic pushes up mid boost, and that is a rare mistake from FK in the midfield. Ran out of boost in the tank, caught underneath the ball. Easy as you like for Beast Mode.
Worst possible mistake you could make, giving NRG a free goal with how great they have been defensively. Lackluster on offense up until today. Save your best for last, perhaps, when they've needed it most to try and extend their land final streak. Now Beast Mode, over one, stopped by Chronic. That does not ricochet out, it caught a second touch, and first killer will instead break this out. Of course, a lot of players would be tempted to try and overextend, try to push themselves too much to make up for the mistake a moment ago. You know, first killer understands how much time is on the clock. You don't need to press it, don't need to force yourself into making the second mistake.
You mentioned before the burden of having the entire region of North America on this NRG roster's shoulders, but on the other side of things here, Stacks, what about an opportunity for Ultimates to announce themselves, say, hey, we're here. First killer almost right on cue. Here's Beast Mode with the clear. Ultimates with a chance now to rewrite history. Perhaps take that #1 spot in North America. Here's Chronic, 20 boost with a reset, rips into LJ. Double commit in the defense from NRG. First killer with space, it's a nice first touch. This defensive end has not been an issue for NRG this weekend.
The other challenge facing the Ultimates right now is that one's blocked away. Last second save. First killer's gonna have it down towards the left wing, but he can't do much else with it. Atomic at him, all sized up. Those two have plenty of history as well. When NRG has scored first against Ultimates this season, they're 11-3. The first strike here off a miscue from FK. He's up with Beast Mode, bearing right down on him. Good infield pass though. LJ hit the post, no follow-up.
Oh, I try to be too
watch
perfect.
out on the other side, it's open!
A 2-goal swing for NRG. LJ with the open net. Misfires. Atomic down the other end, strikes true. That is a costly miss for the Ultimates.
Inside 2 minutes. Beast Mode still forward, gonna run interference, try to slow down first killer, and because he hung around on the near side, he's actually in perfect position to get a touch there. Now first killer looking for his first tally of this semifinal. Instead, has that drop right down to nobody in particular. And it's NRG trying to break out, but unsuccessful initially. First killer forced back to his own goal line, easy stop.
First killer coming into Championship Sunday as the best player so far in this tournament from NA. Daniel with a fantastic lower final previously has put his hand up as well. Here's Beast Mode. Can NRG get their third? He's looking for the dunk. Chronic defending well this time. Here is Atomic. And we speak about head-to-head matchups. First killer and Atomic with a greater history than most. 35 matches played with these two. And I believe Atomic 21 wins to 14 for First killer.
Yeah, plenty of history between these two. We're going to see them clashing quite often here in this semifinal. Birmingham Grand Final spot on the line against either Carmine Corp or Furia, who stunned Vitality in 7. Now Chronic blocked at point-blank range by Beast Mode. First killer can follow the play. Try to get down to ground quickly. LJ rips one, and that's easily set off by Beast Mode. And again, for all the talk about how NRG has played on land this weekend, that one's just a little bit high. You know, the defense has not been in question at all for NRG.
Ultimate's not without their chances, but this has been a strong start from the #1 seed out of this region. Maybe one last goal going into game 2. First killer, no. Beast Mode gonna launch it downfield. What a strong start for the favorites.
It just felt like NRG just had Ultimates in a headlock the entire game.
Yeah.
You know, you get that first goal, and granted, they didn't have to do much for it. Just throw the ball downfield, and First killer couldn't catch up to it. That's all it takes. And then you're playing uphill against NRG, the worst position to be in against anybody else in the tournament, certainly them. And 8 shots later, you've got a 2-0 scoreline. So we'll go into game 2, CJ, with Ultimates looking for their first strike in this semifinal, if one's ever coming.
Shogun mentioned it in the pre-match. It just seems like these matchups on land, when you get region versus region, NA versus NA, more often than not, it goes to script of how they performed back at home online. So far, in the Swiss, NRG 3-1 Ultimates. Even though the last time they met, it was a 4-0 sweep in the third NA Open. But once again, on land, NRG looking like they have their number. Ultimates yet to hit the scoreboard.
On now to the familiar backdrop of Forbidden Temple, game 2 for Ultimates to try and bounce back and not let NRG maybe get out of reach in this series.
Here we go.
Oh, what a win.
Chronic back on a low boost. Early pressure, NRG demos will help. First killer, beautiful cut on the rotation. He needs to get online for Ultimates. Chronic, the MVP yesterday in that series against Vitality. Needs to find similar vein of form, but right now it's a bit of a mental block against their NA compatriots. Beast Mode blocked. Daniel keeping pressure on. First killer 0. He's awkward, and Ultimate's playing a lot of defense right now.
If you pay close enough attention to Beast Mode, and it feels like maybe he might be passive against most of the field, probably not wrong, as LJ got it open now. He just couldn't get around on the angle. An opportunity gone by the wayside there for Ultimates. Another ball dropping down in front. Pass goes back to LJ. Lets Beast Mode go on by. Ultimates certainly have NRG on the ropes in the early stages of game 2, but still can't convert. You see Beast Mode playing with a lot more confidence, though, against the Ultimates. He has owned them this season. The goal he scored last game, his 32nd against Ultimates alone in the 2025 campaign. He may add another, no, just narrowly missed with the second touch.
You mentioned LJ. This is his first ever semi-final. So far, he just seems to be feeling the nerves a touch. A couple of chances going to the wayside. Beast Mode off the ceiling to himself. Nice chow from Chronic. Dan's got to keep the ball in. Right now, NRG looking reasonably comfortable. Not without chances down the other end by the Ultimates. Here is Chronic underneath. It's Beast Mode, as NRG always do, help out their third man. Dan can just wait for this free touch, and he drags it over the top of the defense. Atomic, got to keep this one close. Does Beast Mode want to get in there? Gonna leave it for Daniel. NRG all over Ultimates right now.
Atomic looking for a full tank, and he's got it. Enough to make that challenge out of the corner. Trying to make sure that you don't give Ultimates anything else for free. They've given them some looks, but Ultimates still yet to convert in this series. Atomic, one more touchdown field, and everybody else retreating for good reason. Ultimates are threatening again. Beast Mode trying to line up another double. Oh, he almost had that one off of First Killer, and if he scored that, you might have just been able to call the series because nothing else was going to go Ultimate's way.
Now, First Killer basically sniped in there. Here's Chronic with space off the ceiling to himself. One more, pop over the top, backboard miss. That's an open net. Ultimates find their first of the series.
LJ, a player who has become a lot more aggressive, a lot more selfish, looking for more opportunities to make an impact in a series this season, and he has been money for Ultimates. He's the leading goal scorer for Ultimates head-to-head against NRG. Making his presence felt now into the second half of game 2, and looking for more. Tried to set one up, got it down in front, and it's off the post.
Could have been 2. Chronic, what a setup for that first goal. There were question marks surrounding the third. The FK LJ Joy, oh, never mind. A beautiful 50-50 with a poor touch from LJ, sets up Atomic, and he just pops it into the top right corner.
They're all there, and he still finds a way. Anybody who has ever dogged on Atomic on this roster, I will never, ever understand them. MVP impact each and every time out. Beast Mode's got this one collected along the corner. Oh, what a win for him as well. Again, he has not done much wrong against the Ultimates.
Almost First Killer. Chronic now with a shot top corner. Beast Mode just dinks it off the bar down the other end. LJ no boost. First Killer says I'll have it then. Chronic's gonna have to wait on this touch. Dan's pre-jump. Controlling to Atomic, over to Beast Mode. 3-man pass plays out of defense for NRG. Minute 15 on the clock. Who will break the deadlock? Beast Mode, no boost. First Killer hasn't been online so far this series. Chronic works the ball across. The demo comes through as well. NRG having a track all the way back into the wrong end. First Killer, one more beautiful pass. LJ, you got to get a hand on it just for now. They're trying to keep the pressure. There's a double commit to Paul, double commit too, but no. Still Atomic, your boy, ready to go.
Into the final minute. Still plenty of boost defensively for NRG. They never seem to get caught out. Convert that into offense now. Atomic got the shot away. First Killer popped it only as far as Beast Mode. That's not where you want to send it if you're the Ultimates. Daniel's going to have one more look to try and center this with 30 seconds left. Flip reset to the backboard touch and still sent out. Follow-up from Beast Mode goes a little wide. And Atomic thought about diving in, instead very patiently turns off. And they can keep this attack alive now down to 15.
They're under the pump, LJ. He's not going to go to clear. He's going to fake. I'm not sure if that's the right option. They're low boost. NRG can clamp down. There's going to be a chance right here. Chronic into the corner. Dan fires it across. Where is everyone? Atomic doesn't go in. 3 seconds. Ultimates want this ball down. Want to find OT and get it.
Can't really be surprised that NRG didn't send the house in a tied game with overtime as a possibility. Just not their MO. Atomic taken out of the play though. Ultimate's looking for an OT winner and instead finding Beast Mode. Will he break their hearts again? Not so much as that one sent back out. That kicks off. Yeah, that's great to the middle. LJ double tap, no!
So close for Ultimates to find their first. Here is Daniel. He launches it downfield. Chronic opposite right onto LJ's bottom. Beast Mode has to wait, has to play passive defense. First Killer's crept up, finds the first touch to save the solo. He's looking for the bump. Daniel underneath. NRG this time ready. LJ, he's looking for the fake. Dan able to read it downfield. They're low boost though, NRG.
Kind of a hallmark of First Killer's career. You never really worried if he's the last man. Usually rely on him. Daniel can't get that one down in front. Beast Mode circling back. Another short-handed third as LJ is going to have that up to the backboard. And again, no rebound. NRG not overextending, not trying to give up an empty net goal try to keep their momentum in this series after the 2-0 shutout in game 1.
Nice touch, Dan. Be able to beat first killer to this ball. LJ, can he keep control of it? No, Atomic's in there. First killer. Gonna be awkward on this one. We saw Lost with a similar 50 against Vitality. That one not on target. Dan's gonna take it off the ceiling. Anyone on the backboard? Chronic making every touch he needs to at the moment, but this is messy from Ultimates. They're looking a little bit scrappy in defense. It's him all in the same spot on the field. First killer, finds space. Atomic popping. Dan looking for a bump. This has been a lot of time in the blue half. Finally, Ultimates get some respite.
A lot of the times on land, these overtimes tend to take on one of two personalities, either a quick hitter at the start or a long, long OT, and these two are certainly capable of playing deep into the evening. LJ trying to interfere, it caught the corner, and Chronic will put it away. Just that little lingering interference from LJ was enough to throw Atomic off his game.
He couldn't jump, could he? He had to wait for LJ to commit to the bump. And then it was too late. He doesn't get the read off the corner, open net. Ultimates felt like they had no control in that overtime, but they've pinched game 2. They've tied this series up.
Did you expect anything different, CJ? The two teams that, again, oh so familiar with each other, and Ultimates looking to have their breakout performance, and all three individually looking to have their standout performances. I mean, sure, Chronic has won one of these before. Not so much with LJ and First Killer. As close as LJ has ever been. First Killer, we all remember what happened in San Diego. Still trying to get his shot at atonement for that unfortunate moment.
Well, as Gibbs mentioned, the question on Ultimates will be, are the lights too bright? Can they step up? With a lingering, as you said, First Killer, majorless at the moment, winless. In the rlcs LAN experience, LJ first semi-final. He's still yet to win a qualifier, yet to win a regional back in NA. Be pretty special to win your first event, and it's a LAN right here in Birmingham.
Nice feather in his cap if he can, but it's a long road ahead. 1-1 as we go to iconic DF8 Stadium, and an open net off the kickoff. 2 seconds in, First Killer has his first.
What has happened here? Beast mode cheats up in First Killer. He's done it all himself. It's not even a kickoff strategy. He's just read him. It's just a better 1v1 kickoff in the end. They find a goal in 2 seconds.
It just seems so uncharacteristic. You're just wondering, like, okay, so are we restarting? Was there a problem? Nope. This First Killer flexes muscles. It worked out. Now Beast mode. Trying to snipe the top left. Easier said than done. Ultimates get to play with a lead, and they get it right out of the gate. It's almost like starting with a 1-0 handicap.
It's lovely. Feels like Ultimates are really building into this series now, Stacks. The slow start. NRG looked in control, but Ultimates growing in confidence. The early mistakes, few and far between now, but this is awkward. Dan looks for the bump. Double commit in the defense. Beast mode just looks to keep it in. He's still got a lot of boost here. Takes it off the ceiling. Awkward first touch. And he's in. Well, he's just bounced himself.
A little awkward when the car goes further than the ball.
Here he is.
Daniel for Beast mode. That's deflected out by Chronic. And First Killer just found the seam in the oncoming attack. Able to escape unscathed. Now First Killer through the corner and just finding no success against Beast mode.
He pops it up. LJ looking to lurk in this NRG defense. First Killer, huge touch. Now they found a window with a bump too. No Beast mode first on the scene. Mr. Chronic is ready to strike. Dan pushing forward, no boost. Finds a demo still. Atomic looking to make up for that mistake in the previous overtime. LJ leaves it for Chronic. Beast mode there. He's going to be leaning on this. He knows LJ's around. He's looking for the dunk. Beast mode does his best. NRG stave off the attack.
You know, it's one thing when you face kind of the lesser opponents. Big drive there from Daniel, set aside by First Killer. Another one off the crossbar, and LJ will just kind of cheeky touch to roll that one away. One thing against lesser opponents when, you know, you've got some opponents where you go, okay, if he scores that, okay, you let him have it. You know everybody can score from any angle here, and it makes defending so much more difficult. It makes what NRG tries to do even that much more impressive when they can keep high-octane offenses like this off the scoreboard. Slow play by First Killer, nobody else diving in, and again, well defended by NRG.
He's old phone Atomic. You can see he was trying to size him up with the 50. You said so much respect from both these teams, but when do you strike? When do you show that extra aggression? Always playing that fine line between overcommitting, playing attacking Rocket League. Atomic finds that corner boost. Huge clear downfield. Dan straight on it. As he's Atomic, that's a nice 50. This is going to be awkward for Ultimates. FK still gets two on it. Beast mode off the corner. NRG can't get their first goal still.
Chronic and First Killer having to put in a lot of work on this defensive possession. Ranging left to right. Still not getting caught out with no boost. Now they do have low boost, but at least get the ball out of the zone. LJ can boost up, and he's going to need it to stop Daniel and Beast Mode, which he does.
Atomic corner, you can see Dan waiting across. He's got 102. Chronic has to be quick, and is. Ultimates, 90 seconds to hang on. Could take the lead in this series. Double commit Dan and Beast Mode. They nearly pinched it together, but low boost will mean it's all Atomic for now. Takes it himself, backboard. So well defended by the Ultimates. You can see LJ covering. Here is Atomic up the corner again. So much defense from the Ultimates. This is where they're comfortable though. Will NRG overcommit? Will they find their goal? Dan backs off. LJ with the clear. Atomic pops it up. Beast Mode is backflipped. Or maybe Atomic isn't a fake. Beast Mode underneath. Looking for the dribble. Chronic. No 50!
No shortage of confidence for Beast Mode. Just waited and finally made Chronic jump. Once he had him, he knew he was dead to rights. Tie game, 1:04 to go.
He sat the ball in front of him and he just looked at him. He looked at Chronic and said, what do you got? Low 50, bottom right. NRG, get that all-important equalizer. I've got time now. Don't have to overcommit. Oh, that's a nice shot, Chronic. Just offline. Beast Mode with 0. First Killer's going to cut the corner. He gets the pop. Dan right there. Be able to find a dunk as well. Really well played. Mid boost secured, but First Killer, he's got the ball. Reset. Won't trouble Atomic too much. We're approaching 30 seconds and be heading towards another overtime here, Stacks.
Oh, Chronic had a big wide turn on that, and he was ready to boom the ball downfield, but he got bumped into oblivion. First Killer still takes over. That's still dangerous in front. LJ's up, and that falls right to Daniel. By NRG, just find a way with every challenge to find a teammate, even if they lose it. Chronic leaves it for First Killer. Unsuccessful. Down to the final countdown before we go to another overtime. LJ outlet to Chronic. First Killer's lurking. Chronic for the win, denied by Daniel. First Killer will just let it go down. He realized his teammates were way too far forward. If he lost that, it's back into his net. Overtime in game 3.
Yeah, nothing in the tank either. Wasn't going to be able to work with much. No boost. Oh, almost a double bump from First Killer off the bat. Beast Mode, popping, gets bumped. This has been all Ultimates. Starting into this OT. On a constant minute of pressure here. They're picking up where they left off. Dan's found space. Takes it up sidewall, reset, ceiling. And he's found himself in a similar situation. That left corner, Beast Mode and Dan not able to get their solo plays to cook. As Chronic's been bumped. NRG finally a chance to perhaps keep some pressure of their own. Not for long though, Chronic looking to 50 this one out. First Killer's found space.
Well, First Killer's gone from having to duck into his own net to finding himself deep in NRG territory. He's got to scramble back with Atomic starting to cook, and First Killer full tank, sends it off to the side, but it was kind of an errant clear. Give that ball right back to NRG. Beast Mode taking his time, and First Killer read the play with Atomic coming on. Not fooled one bit. We play on into the second minute of extra time.
It's a huge save from First Killer. Dan's up looking for the redirect, tries to get two on it online. LJ able to read it this time. First Killer has to get around Beast Mode, does so. LJ's actually got 100 boost, but he's missed the redirect. Oh, that's a bad pass. Oh, The pass came in. NRG are in an awful situation. They managed to get their way out of it. And down the other end with beast mode, 40 boost. Let's get the bump. LJ keeping it close. This is where our ultimates love to play counter-attack, but Dan, had for a moment a chance at the redirect.
Seeing Dan hit that so many times. Kind of become a trademark of his, but unsuccessful here. We play on. Beast mode taken away by Chronic. And Atomic does well, getting up just in the nick of time.
Nice.
2 minutes gone. Daniel for the win this time. Stopped by First Killer. Watch for the rebound though. Beast mode, slow play. Trying to get some help from Atomic, finding none. And now Chronic will look to line up a double, but Daniel's got him squared up.
Chronic still got the dunk. I mean, beast mode will take a little bit more time to get this one out. FK demo, Atomic. Now to Chronic in the air. Ultimates is the box! They've done it again!
First Killer gets both of them in game 3 with a huge, huge hand to Chronic. And how about Chronic scores the overtime winner in game 2 and gets 80% of the credit for the overtime winner in game 3.
He's been absolutely huge, Chronic. I dare say, I mentioned it on the pre-show, he's a major champion, but I think this has been his best land yet. This has been his best performance individually. And he stepped up again, First Killer with 886 points. This guy, I think he's allergic to a low score. Doesn't matter what he does, he's the MVP of every lobby. LJ not as online, but it was still a team performance from the Ultimates. They found another overtime winner.
I think it's been the best performance throughout the start of the season for Chronic that we've ever seen. We go back to how last season ended, last year ended with all the non-RLCS events as well, and he just never seemed to have his stride with that Gen G team, and you wondered, okay, would they all go their separate ways? And the rumors were there that, okay, LJ and Chronic were probably gonna be a pair coming into this year. And then you had First Killer to that mix. And the trust from FK to keep Chronic on board, keep that relationship there. It has paid off in a huge, huge way. Chronic has been integral to the success of the Ultimates. The potential we all knew was there. He'll circle around on this and try to keep it in the zone with LJ with a full tank, but he'll retreat with beast mode coming on.
This is awkward for First Killer, has to go low. Still gets 2 on it. Atomic couldn't get the touch. Daniel, what has he got in the locker? This time, a 50 to beast mode. Beautiful first touch off the ceiling to himself. Has he got a reset? Tries to get the low 50, but I tell you what, this Ultimates defense has been so impressive this series.
Look at LJ again, very, very aggressive. The side of him that we've seen flashes of, but never to this extent as we start 25. Eckerd angle down, but Beast Mode's got it all sized up. You can see Ultimate's kind of swarming in the offensive end, off the ball. NRG unfazed. Chronic gonna take this himself. What can he set up this time? Absolutely nothing, thanks to Atomic and Daniel.
Beast Mode tries to get the pinch. To no avail. First Killer, can he find it back to Crane? No, he's gonna go the shot. It actually caught Atomic by surprise. Dan ready to scoop it up. Can he get one more dunk? He does. First Killer right there. Atomic just not straight enough on that ball. Let's see First Killer now. Room to work. Dan into the challenge. Loses the 50 to Beast Mode. 2 members of NRG in the corner. Beast Mode found an angle. Is it in? No, just off the corner.
That's still a tricky clearance from First Killer too. First step, of course, not own goaling there. LJ got around 1. The 1 is Beast Mode. That's going to be a huge help for Ultimate as he kind of scrambles to get back into the play. First Killer trying to keep this away from him. Chronic dribbles right by, got the shot through traffic, and Atomic just got a piece. LJ, double tap, bang, bang!
Chronic is absolutely getting to work, and he's done it again, setting up LJ, recognizing the free backboard. Fantastic first touch. And that's huge for the Ultimates. Chronic is online, but if they can get LJ up to where we know he can be, it's going to be scary signs for NRG.
2 goals from LJ, 2 including the overtime winner from First Killer, and an overtime winner out of Chronic. There's your offense from the Ultimates. It has not been plentiful, and you wouldn't expect it to be against NRG, but it has been enough, and that's a missile out of First Killer, also sent away, but NRG letting Ultimates get way too close to their own net for their liking.
Oh, he's beating him here. Oh, First Killer still got the touch. He got beaten to the ball. He was ready for the follow. Chronic gets 2. It's LJ waiting. Atomic keeping them in it with that huge save previously. First Killer's shot was top corner every day of the week. It's a beautiful touch from First Killer. He's actually got mid boost too. Allowed Ultimates to keep possession. Atomic's got 0. Chronic throws it up to beast mode. Won't be able to work it downfield. Actually, LJ's pre-jump. He's got another free double. LJ down. Anyone there? No. This time Ultimates gonna play the slow game. First Killer, Sealy, delays everything. Beast mode reads him.
And the difference between that and what we saw out of the 1v1s, eventually you do have to take a shot. You have those extra defenders to cover all the options. Now a ball deep into Ultimate's territory, sent out by Chronic only for the moment. Only LJ to beat, and it's Beast Mode, changing up speeds and tying the game.
See, LJ thought Beast Mode was going to be far quicker on this play. That is a massive mistake to not get a single piece of that ball. He had 100 boost coming off the near post. And Beast Mode had no other option. He was low in the tank. He pre-flips the shot. NRG find a goal out of nothing. And maybe 2.
Another one. Oh, what a save! Oh, early indeed. Atomic with his 3rd as he punches that home. Beast Mode nearly robbed.
Wow. Well, how often does this happen? Ultimates in control. 1 mistake leads to 2. 2-goal swing. NRG with the lead. 90 seconds from tying up this series. Here is Dan. Doesn't get the scam. He's looking for the redirect. Beast Mode keeping pressure on. Atomic. It's a little heat check to the sidewall. Chronic has to go now. See if Ultimates can play some attacking style of Rocket League. Now they're behind. They have to push. Usually they're in defense. They want to counter-attack. They've got to go right now, those stacks.
Over to the corner now. First Killer. Met by Beast Mode again. Again, Beast Mode's 50s in this series. And just against Ultimates in general. He does not lose many. That one's just given away, and First Killer cleaned up his own mess. Beast Mode again has that one pounded out to the corner, but they are not out of the zone. Look at, I mean, you could put circus music to this defensive effort right now out of Ultimates. They are being scrambled in every direction. Finally get out of the zone. They may get something out of this, but good defense coming in from the back. And NRG can try to turn this into offense, and it could be backbreaking in game 4.
Atomic with a nice beat. So, gee, I could love another look at that First Killer save. Pre-jump top corner off the mistake. That was ridiculous. Beast Mode finds a double, doesn't get it online. Daniel looking to drop the hammer on this Ultimates defense. Next goal will be game. They might have found it. He does get the demo. They just need to keep it down here. Ultimates pinned. Beast Mode flicking. They're so low. Chronic with the clear. He's got to get down the other end. LJ, pre-flip. First Killer keeps it up. Is there one last chance for Ultimates? Oh my goodness, it's back on net. They gave them a look, Dan with a cheeky smile, but NRG, hang on. We got a tie ball game.
Yeah, I guess. NRG just decided they were going to make that as close as they possibly could, short of, dribbling the ball right to their own goal line. But it works out. Play keep away. Get the ball down to ground as we look back at how game 4 panned out. Atomic, that hairline save, but then LJ still managed to put the ball away. Then NRG came alive again. Beast Mode. It didn't matter that he didn't have many options. The defense don't know that, and what the defense don't know will hurt them. Then this near miss right on the goal line.
Get a 2-2 game. You can see now Atomic has overtaken Rise for all-time land games played. Give a round of applause, thanks. 306 games on land for Atomic.
Just think about his career and the longevity you have to have and the volume of games in the open era that have boosted these numbers so much, and to still be on top of the game as he has been. Just a remarkable, remarkable career, and still counting, trying to claim another major title.
306 games and a fair few against First Killer on the other side. Had some fantastic battles in North America on land. See who can take the lead, who can move on a match point one step closer to the grand final here in Birmingham. LJ launches it downfield, beast mode. Nice first touch off the ceiling to himself. Demo as well. A help out. He tried. Couldn't find the angle.
Looking for early strikes in this game. Finding none. Remember, First Killer has scored 2 seconds into a game in this series. LJ coming on. Oh, he was thinking about it. Had to put on the brakes. Now Chronic with LJ retreating. First Killer starting to creep up as well. That's going to go right across to LJ. Both teams waiting for the other to flinch. Might as well be trying to get blood out of a stone. Atomic trying to at least get in the way, insert himself into the play. And First Killer, I'm not sure he might have been on the same page there with LJ. The pass not quite where it needed to be.
Oh, space.
That just leads to a blistering shot out of Daniel that still just managed to miss the mark.
Absolutely right-footed, but it's offline. Scoreless in game 5, both sides. There's a nice doink. It's got to be open as well. Where's the defense? Ultimate's off the corner. First Killer's pinched it. Oh, they fell asleep on the transition. And 3 members of NRG could not find the net. LJ looking to catch. Atomic popping off the corner. Has beast mode. The 50 will help. First Killer dunking. Yeah, I think it should have been 1-0 to NRG there, but Ultimates, as they've done so often, defending like their lives depend on it.
Well, Beast Mode started to creep up on that play. Was waiting for Atomic to be able to feed him. Good defending out of Ultimates, disrupting that play. Kind of bringing everything to a stalemate. Coming up on the halfway mark. Still scoreless. What else is new? LJ and First Killer end up on the wing. It's only Chronic there for the defensive effort. And then everybody ends up jumbled up in the corner. And Ultimates be feeling a little fortunate that they did not get caught out there, because NRG certainly had an opportunity.
First Killer pre-flipping. Really nice speed from Atomic. He set up beast mode. LJ gets enough on it. First Killer's found himself downfield. Look at the space. Look at the infield pass. Covered by Dan. 3-on-1 if they go quick. Chronic trying to cut. Trying to help out First Killer. It's awkward. Ultimates playing end-to-end rock at the moment. LJ's been dunked. LJ's been dunked. Beast mode could not get a hand. Could not get a shot online. That clears downfield. Daniel, easy enough. LJ's there. Huge reset. Beast mode. Ceiling. One more. Can he find the mid-touch? No. Tommy's just going to keep that ball in the blue half.
Ultimates have done an excellent job on Beast Mode. He's just going to sound silly. He's only scored 3 goals in this series. He usually goes off for quite a bit more against this squad. Chronic's going to leave that one for LJ. Patiently bringing it over to the side. Atomic taking his time, waiting on him. And just very patient defending. Beast Mode takes over after the demo by Atomic. This is still in a dangerous spot, and Daniel scores!
Beast mode puts this Ultimates defense in the spin cycle. They had no idea what he was going to do. And in the end, the best option was to do nothing at all. He had Dan by his side.
Yeah, they did an excellent job against Beast Mode until that point. It's like he had him hypnotized. Chronic stopped by Beast Mode. First Killer looking maybe for LJ, but Daniel's in the way. Here comes NRG, only one to beat, but the one is LJ.
Tommy doesn't find top left. First Killer up, Beast Mode pre-jumping.
Oh, God.
He's been fantastic in midfield defense this series. 45 seconds for NRG to move on to match point. Ultimates. And they find the all-important equalizer. First Killer up, 40 boost. Delayed reset, uses it now. Beast Mode has to go. First Killer almost dunking that one in.
The way NRG plays, it may not surprise you. Talked to Garrett a little bit yesterday. He said, I don't mind these low-scoring games. I actually kind of prefer them, find them very entertaining. Just that grindy defense, wearing out your opponent, frustrating them to no end. That goes off the crossbar. And now Ultimate's gonna be forced to scramble. LJ had that taken away by Atomic. First killer back to Chronic with not much in the tank at all. And the final countdown now for NRG to get 2 shots at match point. LJ needs Chronic to turn on this, and he finally does.
Here we go.
LJ has Chronic down low, and he just couldn't get it on top. NRG, as much of a battle as it has been, 2 shots at closing out the ultimate.
Fantastic performance from NRG. That goal is so crucial. Beast mode. Pretty much 1v2, 1v3 situation. And he had them all done to a dinner. Dan with the shot, Dan with the only goal of that game. Now they're 1 game away. They're on match point, and that's enough for Sad Junior to call a timeout. Ultimates will take a breather and reset.
Well, you can't take it with you, so you might as well. A little pause icon about to disappear from over top of the Ultimates logo, as they now get a little extra time. Try and figure out how they stay alive here at the Major. Get 1 more shot at it, go to Champions Field. Against, again, an NRG team that can say what you want about the offense, but when the defense is as good as it has been, I worried about them against Falcons. Thought, okay, there's a Falcons team that shoots a lot. And they wouldn't be able to control that rebound. Well, they did. They controlled Falcons in the later stage of that series, survive and advance. They're trying to do the same now against a high-power Ultimates offense as well.
You can see Sad Junior, coach of Ultimates, running them through their paces now. They've got 2 games to win back-to-back to enter the grand finals in Birmingham. I'd say he's got step 1 completed, Stacks. Look good.
Yes, sir.
He can tick that thing off.
I
Look
can
at
respect
that.
that, too.
I've seen it. Asathu, on the other hand, he's going for the, well, it looks like he could sub in at any moment with the playing kit on. Ultimates. You think these 1-0 games, as you said, they suit NRG. So solid in these situations, so strong on land. We saw the game 7 before. Can they get the job done? I mean, T-Bates mentioned this game 6, Neo Tokyo not being NA's best friend, but this is NA versus NA. Someone's got to win.
Yeah, you got fans on the other side with K-Corp and Furia going, well, good, I hope they both lose. Not gonna happen here. There must be a winner at Neo Tokyo. If it's NRG, we've got our first grand finalist. It'll be them for the 12th time in the last year. Beast mode has that just go a little bit wide. We are off and running. Many iconic maps here, CJ. A lot of history for both Atomic and First Killer, not just together, but individually on this very map.
Will we get our 3rd game 7 today? So much magic happens when we come together from all corners of the globe to watch them rock. Here is Chronic. Left wall with space, with boost. There's the reset. Beast mode covering every option. LJ in now. He wanted that corner. He's actually going to land on it. Cut rotation straight away. NRG playing a lot of defense. And Chronic turn. Has to wait. Has to respect this Atomic touch. It's awkward front post defense. Beast mode's beaten 2. LJ right there to keep it close.
That's a good job by Chronic recovering as well. Is a little indecisive at midfield, but didn't fight on it. Made the more conservative choice. Didn't get caught out. Now First Killer right down the middle. Beast mode, who else there to meet him? He has just been everywhere for NRG. You know, a name we haven't said a whole lot throughout this series. He's had some opportunities. He's been outstanding defensively over the past couple of series. Daniel, been a little passive on the offensive end. 3 assists, does have 1 goal to his credit. First killer trying to pop that out for Chronic coming on, and he's got there just through on the lower right side.
You can see LJ off the corner in beast mode. That's a beautiful cut from First Killer. He pops it up. Gives Chronic a massive window to slot it home. Bottom right found, first goal. That's step one. 3 minutes from Champfield.
Had been only one goal for the Ultimates in the past couple of games. 2 games that NRG have used to get on match point. Now LJ's in front, and that one's blocked out. Beast mode just getting back in time, and they put First Killer too far. Atomic just launches right by him.
FK had to dodge the bump, but he got too close to Atomic, who has ripped it from the halfway line. NRG, they strike back.
4 goals to lead all scorers for Atomic. What an impressive season he's had here with NRG. Beast Mode and LJ both end up in the corner. Atomic just roll one back. Here we had Daniel in support. Here goes Atomic again. Every time, I'm sure Ultimate's just in the back of their minds thinking, oh, not again. Trying to try the slow play, but again, against Beast Mode, nothing to work with. Another wrist shot from First Killer, and he sniped top left. Oh, the placement here from both these squads in Game 6 has been sublime.
What an infield from LJ, recognizing where the space is, on the fly, rips it across the First Killer, who rockets it into the top left corner. They get the lead once again. Daniel, low boost, slow back. Chronic with 0. NRG looking to push. First Killer keeps it on top of his car, loses the 50 on purpose, has Chronic and LJ behind. Here is Chronic with 40, delays the flip, goes the reset. That block will be straight in LJ's lap off the ceiling. Double to himself, triple to himself. Oh, NRG nearly own goaling off the rebound. Ultimates, if they can get one more here in the final 2 minutes, would give them room to breathe.
Just trying to get through to that back wall, past the defender. Create those opportunities, get the defense shifting. Been successful for Ultimates. Got a goal out of it earlier in this game alone, but that one sent out by Beast Mode. Chronic right there in midfield. He's been there a couple of times. Now First. Didn't have much behind that shot at all, and NRG making one of the easier saves they're gonna make here in a game that they could close out Ultimates with. Champs Field though, looming on the horizon if Ultimates can hold this for the next 70 seconds.
Don't we love Game 7s on land? Seems like every team does as well. They can't help but get to Champfield. Minute left. NRG want to finish it here. Beast Mode, great chance. Doesn't fire, doesn't find the shot. Here is First Killer, 15 boost. Chronic has to wait underneath. He's got a full tank. It's Beast Mode. Tries to get to work. Delayed flip straight to Daniel off the corner. First Killer's awkward. He's in trouble. Atomic spins. Oh my goodness. And they might be able to score. Oh, Chronic saved his own goal. He had First Killer ready. He had LJ ready to go. NRG breathe a sigh of relief for now, but they've still got 30 to find one.
Neo Tokyo continues to haunt NA teams. Even though there has to be a winner, it's never going to be pretty. First Killer and LJ look like they're 50ing each other. Chronic will bring this through, try to calm things down now for Ultimates. You can afford to make that mistake when you have a lead. Atomic pinch downfield. Beast Mode has options in the mid, and First Killer with an aggressive challenge. Nothing in the tank for Atomic. Final countdown before we go to Champions Field. Can they keep this in the air? They do. The team pool shot. Got it in front, but Ultimates will down it. And we do play 21 out of 21.
Buckle up. It's been a long day of rock, and it's only gonna get better. Champfield, 3rd time today on Champ Sunday here in Birmingham. T-Base mentioned NA not liking Neo Tokyo. Maybe it's just NRG. They've crumbled again.
You remember all the drama from the World Championship. which still doesn't feel like that long ago. And the level of play, the level of competition, the parity between all of these teams has not changed much. Once you get to this stage, there are razor-thin margins that separate these teams. NRG has also taken their timeout, the luxury of holding on to it, getting those two middle games to go up 3-2. They knew they could take a little extra time. But again, with both of these timeouts, listen, both coaches get to talk to their players, and you're looking at two of the best of the business on the North American side with Sathu and Sad Jr.
Two of the best right here. And Sathu just has to get the boys online. I think you mentioned Daniel before. In that Falcon series, his offense was incredible. He's certainly been quiet in this semi-final so far. One game can change all that. Always say Champions Field Game 7. It's all about moments. Who's going to step up? Who's going to take their chance when they get it? And these two sides know each other better than anyone.
The score lines in this series, if you're just joining us, first of all, where you've been, we forgive you. 2-0, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 1-0, 2-1. That's how close it has been. Very little separate NRG and the Ultimate. Only a short distance on the stage, nothing on the scoreboard as we get set for Champions Field. Game 7 to send somebody to the grand finals. Fire up and let's roll!
No excuses, 5 minutes of the best rock you've got. Off the kickoff, first killer straight away. Down into Daniel's lap, launches it across, beast mode up, aggression from NRG, beast mode with two, drop down Dan, covered by the Ultimates, defense for now looking strong, but they've got to keep it up here, beast mode putting the heat on them.
Who will blink? So few mistakes in this series as well. I mean, certainly not many that have been costly. Just a miss there in the air. Daniel circling back. I wonder if the teams will play maybe a little more conservatively, understanding what's at stake. Will the nerves get to them? Oh, so close to the prize.
First kill up with time, has Chronic underneath, reset. Handled by beast mode. You can see LJ trying to keep it close. When do you go aggressive? When do you sit back? When do you choose to strike? Chronic over the top of Atomic. Caught Dan by surprise. He has to track back. Chronic's actually stolen the boost with a pass to first killer. LJ has to wait. Has to play the patient game. Just lurking in the midfield. That thing on a back off. Daniel has no boost. There's a big miss though. LJ doesn't get a hand on it.
90 seconds gone by. First killer. Oh, Atomic just got a piece of that ball. Would have been promising for Ultimates. Kind of throw the ball away. That could be costly. Daniel's there, so to his beast mode, it trickles across, and nobody could jump in. But it would have been a huge strike. That one intercepted by Chronic. First killer made it awkward off the crossbar there from NRG. Another floater that sails high, and Atomic just waiting, but the ball goes by him. First killer only has Daniel to beat. Atomic circling in behind him as well.
Talk about moments. Dan had an open net there. Couldn't get any power on the shot. It was above the crossbar. Here he is now, 17 boost, reset. First killer keeps it to the safety net of the corner, but it's only in the lap of Atomic. I get two on it, low boost for Ultimates. 42, first killer's found his first 100. Here is Daniel, chooses to back off. Oh, big mistake though. Doesn't get the touch. First killer has two of NRG in the air. LJ is overcommitted to touch and he's got no boost. Beast mode, stealing the 100. Demo comes out, first killer finds one. Ultimates have found their way into the orange half.
What a dive by Chronic. Not a lot of boost for Atomic. They'll still have a go. LJ swiftly sends it away. Beast mode. Got his eyes set on the lower part of the net. Trying to go low with the flip reset as well. Now Daniel, second touch not there. Beast mode, trying to find a way to hit up Atomic. Well defended through 3 minutes. and the tension continues to grow. No score between Ultimates and NRG on Champs Field.
It's huge from Chronic. Both his teammates were open net momentarily. Daniel trying to get across LJ. Ultimate sitting in net. Not scrappy from both teams. They've given an opening. It's just Daniel. He's huge. He hits the challenges. First killer now. Ultimates. They had a chance. Well, neither side playing perfect. Who can make the most of it? Who can take their opportunity when they get it?
Is anybody going to take a big risk? Dive in, try to make a play. LJ diving at Atomic. First killer, beast mode, both up. Goes the way of NRG. Daniel just thrown at the net, and Chronic ranging back for the stop, but now beast mode on the crossbar. Oh, that could be haunting.
It was wide open. It was wide open. That could have been it. 1 minute left. Atomic catching. Has the reset. 12 boost. First killer scoops up the 100. Beast mode recognizing the space. The Ultimates get a chance down the other end. Daniel covering. Huge touches coming up. 45 seconds. Chronic pops it across. First killer with another demo showing the aggression. Here is Dan. First FK. It's like a movie. Drop down save.
Oh, they've tried those drop-down shots, and every time Ultimates have had a man up on the crossbar to make sure it doesn't get through. Now, denied at the goal line by Atomic. LJ lurking, and he can't dive in there.
This is it, 20 seconds. LJ, can he get around one? He goes to fake beast mode. All of NRG front post, their low boost. First killer, can he get one?
First killer. Trying to exercise his demons on land.
14 seconds.
Gotta hold on here.
This is it.
What strategy do everybody have cooked up? It's awkward. Atomic beast mode. Final countdown, and they must regroup. Down to 5 seconds. LJ try to run the clock out. Take a knee at the 1 yard line. And they do just that. Ultimate to the finals.
They've taken down their big brothers. We mentioned Game 7.
Absolutely. Well, folks,
Every day.
Get to the grill.
best analyst in the game, Raul.
It is working beautifully. You would expect Zen, Monkey Moon, and Exotic to handle business, but that's not what happened. They handled business. They took advantage of a Zen mistake. They're the ones who capitalized, and they're the ones who are still playing.
And there's one thing that we will know for sure is Furia is going to be confident this entire match. It does not matter if K-Corp's up 3-0. Furia has that aura. They know what they're doing. They are going to be confident with the 3 members of that team. It's just, can you put it together for 20 minutes versus the best in the world? It's going to be tough.
There's few rosters that I would think in any situation believe in themselves more than Furia does. If no one's got Furia, I know Furia's got Furia.
I mean, you mentioned the aura, but it's self-confidence. The confidence, as you said, they have in each other, in themselves. Yan feels like he can take down anyone, and there's something about this series. I'm thinking back to Moy's first Furia. There's players with history, Vatira, obviously on KC. You've got the Furia boys as well, Yan. They'll remember that World Champs at Dickies Arena. That was one of the best series of all time.
We watched Yan play against Moxie yesterday, and the thing we kept talking about was Moxie's pressure of making it to Worlds because of how important it was to him to represent France there. We gotta talk about the pressure this Furia roster's under. They've made it this far. They've made it to top 4 3 times. They have never been able to get that last step and have South America finally represented in the grand finals.
But there's also a lot of pressure on Vatira. I feel like he puts the pressure on himself to be the best in the world, to never lose. He has the highest win percentage on land ever, but no World Championship title yet. He puts that pressure all on him, and he even mentioned on Twitter that, like, yeah, like, I kind of crumble under the pressure at times, but he knows this, and he knows he's working on that, but now is one of those times. Do what you're supposed to do. You guys are favorites here. K-Corp are favorites. You should take down Furia.
Chat, let us know who you think is going to win in the progressive fan vote. Hashtag FUR for Furia, hashtag KC for Carmine Core. Are any of us brave enough to go with the David here? CJ?
The way this day's gone, I think we should all be going Furia because it doesn't make sense, but it's going to happen. But I cannot do it. I'm going KC. I think Carmine Core were too good. They're the best team in the world. You're gonna prove it.
I don't even think we see Neo Tokyo. I'm going K-Corp.
Oh man, he's putting some bad juju
Have you
on this
been
match.
watching today?
You don't even think we're going to see Neo Tokyo?
We're going to Game
K-Corp's
7.
that good.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking Karmic Core, man. I'm going with the blue wall.
I just feel like it's disrespectful for none of us to go. Flip the coin, flip the coin.
Flip the coin? Well, you're not going to go first?
Nah, I need to be coin first.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if the coin saves Bates from having to pick David in the game versus Goliath. Into the air, coming down. It does go Furia. The
Nice.
coin believes.
Nice. I'm going Carmine Corp.
He's not going to follow.
I'm going Carmine Corp. I just felt a bit disrespectful. Somebody up here need to go Furia. They
why we
played
have the
well,
coin.
but that's why we got the coin. Carmine Corp, I also do agree with you, Gibbs. I think
They're so
Furia's
good.
about to go up against a Juggernaut. There's a difference between Vitality, where it really just looked like Zen had to do everything,
Yes.
versus the Carmine Corp, where it's about to be a three-headed monster, and they're all in form. I think it's probably 5, maybe a game 6, but I can't see Championsville for the first time today.
Part of me hopes you're right. Part of me hopes you're wrong.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
fine. If I'm wrong, everybody's happy.
Imagine the stories either
Yeah.
way here. I want to see it. I want to see it. Karmine Corp trying. They've been so dominant for so long, and yet still withheld from that ultimate title. They could possibly more or less lock up Worlds here with a good enough performance. They're the fan favorites. They're the desk favorites. Everything is going for them. This is their match to lose. Can they hold on? We're about to find out, Gibbs.
It's going to be a wild ride. Let's
Yeah,
go. Wave.
it is going to be a wild one. Folks, there is one spot left in the finals. Only one region can have it. Let's find out who it is. It's a French world, and we're all living in it. Or are we? Kometo sends his regards. They're big, they're bad, they're blue, and yet the Cats are hungry and stronger than they have ever been. The champions of Brazil versus the champions of France, with the Americans watching to find out who will challenge them for the title. Karmine Corp versus Furia.
Can they finally get past the most difficult stage that Sam has found themselves in? Twice has the region made it to the semifinals. Twice the region has been eliminated. On the opposite side, Johnny, twice has Vatira been a major champion.
And it's small consolation that they keep losing to the eventual winners, but even though that's projected today, that's not what Fury are going for. They want the #1 prize. They're up against it early on. Oh, what a save by Lost, who's having a phenomenal playoff run individually, helping Furia get this far.
We saw Furia playing a lot of defense earlier on against Vitality. They can't do that this time. KC will be so happy to see players on the back line that they can go and demo and harass. Booming clear, but Raleigh is ready, and this is the one with all the eyes on him. His previous teammates eliminated by Fury in the previous round, happy to go that step further.
And Rally has just been the guy with Monkey Man and Exotic, his World Championship winning former teammates struggling as of late. He seems to be the one continuing to dominate the world of Rocket League with his new teammates in Atto and Vatira. Atto yesterday completely took over the match, and he's done it here as well. Atto facilitates, Drally finishes.
Furia cannot get stuck back here. Immediately off the bump is so easy for Drally to get there. Plenty of power on the shot. AC will want more of this. One player to look out for in this series is going to be Atto himself, who, despite being on a championship-winning squad with so many accolades around him, has yet to really get those for himself.
Yeah, he's been constantly top 4 as well. You know, we talk about Furia being stuck at top 4. First killer for a long time had that association as well, as he waits now in the final. But Atto as well, twice with Team Liquid, twice last season with Karmine Corp. Just peaking at top 4, never actually made it into a grand final. He's looking to do so for the first time today.
Vatira takes the 50. Looks to go even further. Jufinio running a rough shot over in the midfield. Couple of nice bumps here from Furia, but this entire game has been played in their half of the field. Need a way out.
And it feels like Karmine Corp can do this all day. Whereas Vitality, Falcons, yes, they attack, they put pressure on you. They do overextend eventually, but Karmine Corp, they play the balance so much better. Such relentless pressure, such decisive offense, but never overextending.
Well, for the first time, we trek over to the blue side of the field. Okay, did you enjoy that? Let's go to the opposite side again. Backboards. Raleigh on his way in. Yeah, and with an opportunity, we've seen just how dangerous he is from these positions. Skips past one. You see how KC have already got numbers back. It is the most well-balanced squad we have seen this season. You think that just because they're good at offense, they're going to crumble in defense? Not quite. That's not maybe the touch Vatira wanted, but good leave, and everybody is jumping and hoping.
Yeah, Vatira has always been known as such a solid defensive player. Drally as well. Such a difficult player to get the ball past. Atto, in the past year, has been working on his defense. He's been stepping up in that aspect of his game. It's not a weakness anymore. Though his offense is definitely still the strength of his game.
Lost on the turn. Most offense that we've seen from Furia, but that first touch, very heavy. Just going to force the play here. Atto on the control. Goes midfield. There's nobody on the follow, so Lost will be the outlet pass. Furia yet to really generate much of anything here. That's on target. That's about as far as the compliments go. On the musty, Drali reset. Looks to go the whole way. Very crucial from Lost just to get something.
Drally looking dangerous early on in the match. Karmicorp have been waiting for their chance to play all day, and now here they are. Just rattling crossbars, stealing boosts, and continuing the attack.
Vinyo gets the 50, but doesn't quite go his way. None of this is really going Furia's way at the moment. That pinch, though, certainly helps. Now you've got to try and chase after it. Yan does exactly that into the midfield. Nobody wants to jump here for Furia, but they are running out of time here. And that one-goal lead is starting to look bigger and bigger.
Can Trevino create something here? Lost looking to 50 it into a favorable position. Karmicorp patiently waiting to build another attack. Again, this is a good position though for Furia. They've got everybody but Drally on 0 boost. Can they do anything with it? Lost does 50 with Drally, but Vatira and Atto still low. Furia pressing late. It looks like the attack's fizzled out.
Yeah, a lot of respect there from Furia that Vatira at least had something. Now the outlet pass. Lost all the way to the midfield. Shot, that's going to be wide. And Atto's going to take his time. He is on 0. Would like Drali to come and take over. Drali will oblige. 20 seconds. Furia have got to throw the Hail Mary.
This is it, Furia have to find something. Lost clears it long. That's more hopeful than anything else, but Karmicorp have double committed. Luckily for them, they recover well on both sides of the box. Furia, send in everybody. Surely this is going to be the last press.
Lost, won't be able to reset it. He needs a teammate. Oh, there's one turning up. Yan keeps it alive. Some 0-second heroics. Yes, they can't provide right now. And it is onto the ground. The blue wall has taken game 1.
It's comfortable. Comfortable game 1 for Karmicorp. Large shot differential there. 12 shots for KC, just 4 for Furia. Furia have defended bravely today. For large parts of their series against Vitality, they defended pretty well here also to keep Karmicorp to just 1 goal out of the 12 shots they took. But Karmicorp don't look anywhere near as extended. They don't look like they're having to force it the way that Vitality did and the way that other teams often do at this event. And look how clinical they are. As soon as they see an opportunity to create a scoring opportunity, they just do it. They don't hesitate. They just put the ball in front of the net and they take a shot.
And that really has been the difference maker throughout this tournament, is that the good teams have got offense but have been prone to calamity. This is a great team, and this is a team that is so balanced, don't overextend. If they are going to send 2, they're going to do it in a way that they know they're scoring. More importantly, the third man, he knows it's happening. He's always comfortably positioned.
Yeah, and I feel like the boost management for KC is also so impressive. Even in low boost, they just don't look like they're under any kind of danger. Don't look like they're in any kind of danger, I should say. It's going to be up to Furia to make them panic.
Tira under control. He's got Drali far side. Drali has gone up because he's got the bump. Goes behind the keeper. It's surgical from KC.
The air dribble bump pass delivered in game 1 and now in game 2 also. You need to send 2 to these defensive plays. Karmicorp are sending 2. Furia need to do likewise. It just isn't possible to defend that with 1 player.
And it is only 2-0 in terms of scoreline, but gameplay-wise, KC have looked a level beyond. Raleigh is low at the backfield. Jaffinio straight to the path of Vatira. Atto already on his way up. Well met. Yeah, well, taken under his grasp. Last thing Yan wants is to have to try and perform another reverse sweep. Just like against Moxie yesterday. They woke up a little bit late in that series. Can't do it this time around.
Yeah, they have come back from 2 down against Vitality already today, but I don't think they want to make a habit out of it. Karmine Corp look far less likely to lose from positions like that one.
All the way out for Tira. Had to avoid the demo, so couldn't follow as quick as he wanted, but still, he is getting that ball around everybody. On the 50, in comes Atto. It's just to buy some time, but the ball actually kept some pace. Pass to Jaffinio, tries to fake Vatira, but Tira happily gets rid.
Solid defense by Vatira. A rare chance for Furia to pin Karmine Corp back in the corner. Karmine Corp just never stay in this position. They don't seem to get stuck in defense the same way other teams do. Part of that is due to the difference in level of pressure that the teams are able to put on each other. Furia just aren't able to do it to Karmine Corp, but Karmine Corp do it to them at the other end. That's exactly where we are right now. Back to Furia's end of the pitch.
Yeah, and looking for that challenge because Vatira instead, Vatira gives up his car, not for much either. This has been the case so far. Every time Furia get into offense, it's too easy to escape for KC.
Oh my goodness.
Whoops.
Well, this one came out of nowhere. Drally capitalizing on Jan's miss and then lost missed touch. I mean, that was hit straight into it. And Drally isn't really going into the box there expecting a goal, but of course he's ready to take it if the ball falls in front of him like that.
First time shot, Yan tries to lay it over to Finio, but that's not going to work. It's Drally back into the play. Trying to find that third that they would assume would put it beyond reach. As off the bump, Atto, backboard, double tap, doesn't have the angle.
Yan going the other way, lackluster shot. Still scoreless. Furia need to elevate their offense. So hard because their chances are slim. They're few and far between. Karmine Corp have full control. They have completely dominated the first game and a half when it comes to territory possession and establishing their game plan.
Still waiting for the first Furia goal. Backboard. Oh, it's a slow shot, Matto. The first overcommit, though. Drally, 2v1, but there's just no boost. And the execution of the plan was very off.
And even though it looks like Karmine Corp are overextended, there isn't really a way for Furia to get the ball forward. So Karmine Corp are able to recover. They're picking their moments so well. You know, if there was a dangerous option to worry about there, you wouldn't see the third from KC commit.
Backboard. Vatira on his way in. Tries just to pick a spot and put the ball towards it. Minute and 40 remaining. We are 7+ minutes without Furia having a goal. Oh, that's painful. Vatira, you can't do that to them.
Drally with the patience. Just brings it into the middle, puts Lost sideways to the ball. Vatira did the rest. They are completely steamrolling Furia, who have shown some of their best Rocket League today, some of their best Rocket League of all time this weekend. And after a day full of sweeps, Karmine Corp are not following the same script.
I mean, just where's that spark come from? Almost certainly, if it ends like this, Furia have to take the timeout.
Yeah.
Oh,
surely.
there you go!
What? Looked like that might stay out. Karmine Corp have conceded one. They just forced it in, Furia. It wasn't pretty, but it was necessary.
Just anything. You need to get going here. And with that, they put this game back in the balance. We get some kickoff plays as well. Lost pops the ball to himself on the reset. Atto tries to meet him. Drally more than strong enough. That's why you send that player so early. Made the goal line defense so much easier.
Boost still coming through for Furia, but Karmine Corp still do have boost on multiple players. Rally now the only one with some, but look at how he's able to kill the attack by keeping the ball safely right next to that back wall. Furia still with an opportunity. Trofino with the flip reset bump. Back flipped into that one, landed on the goalie, but there was another lined up.
Vatira's the only one with any boost at the moment. And he has been taken out, but Ball is close enough to the backboard that they are not overly worried. Such an angle to have to work with, and Trefinio's on absolutely nothing. Best chance of the while has gone. That's a start of style on them.
Such a technical reset there for Matto, flipping into it, immediately using it to get the ball moving from a standstill quickly. 20 seconds left. Furia need to get the ball forward if they're going to have any chance of a late comeback.
Well, the tip on from Lost has got absolutely no one to target. And Drali slow plays it in the ceiling. Getting a quick recovery. Furia have got absolutely no answer here. That pop will secure it. KC, on a day of extreme excitement, are sauntering towards the grand finals.
Yeah, I think I misspoke earlier, said a day full of sweeps. Of course, it's been a day full of Game 7s, but Furia getting swept here at the moment. It's not just the fact they're going to be down 2 games to 0, it's also the fact that Karmine Corp have full control, and they're playing the way that they want to play. Atto with the AF kickoff there to finish off. There has to be timeout here from Furia, surely.
Well, they're happy. Barely had to break into a jog to this point. And their team are doing the job required. 764 points for Drali, who is, every time he gets any space, causing havoc.
Both goals. First goal in the first game and the first goal in this game. First and only goal in the first game. Coming from air double bump passes. After that, it was a bit more simple from Karmine Corp. They've been decisive. They've been deadly. And Furia, giving it some thought, thinking about maybe what playstyle adjustments they can make. Thinking back to the only loss KC have had so far this split online against GK. That was a full send. We're disrespecting you. We're just going to go for the ball playstyle from GK. No one else has been able to replicate that, but Furia have got the talent in their lineup to give it a go if they want to make that switch.
And it's a switch that Furia themselves have already done this week. We already saw them in the Swiss stage have a couple of games where it was starting off very, very slowly. And then I think Yang got bored. And the instant challenges made all the difference for them. But this has sort of been how Furia have played this tournament. KC are about to hit the wall that Vitality did in the previous round. Something about this team that when you hit them, they come back stronger. Will Furia be able to do it yet again, or has the magic finally run out?
Well, Karmine Corp are just so composed, so focused. It's hard to see them losing 4 out of the next 5. Against Vitality earlier, there was belief in Furia coming back because Vitality had already lost from a similar position when they played against the Ultimates. Karmine Corp have not lost to anyone. So it's just so much harder to believe in that as a possibility.
Well, Birmingham has tried to rally them. Their coach has tried to rally them. Are you rallied? Let's find out in DFH.
It's got to be full pace here for Furia, surely. They've got to just play with more loose, I think, play style, more risky decision making. It's credit to them. They played their most disciplined and structured style all weekend, but right now it's not working. I think they just have to do what South American teams have done so many times in the past. Let the aggression go free. It's an early chance for Trefinio, but he's just going to put it onto the backboard and rally with immaculate defensive control.
Yeah, this is now not the time to not take any risks. You've tried that, it hasn't worked. Zira immediately on the cut rotation. Fury needs to get out of here. They can't let this game settle into the same rhythm that the last two did. Yan looks for a challenge, doesn't quite find it. Zira back in, reset game. Drali in support if he's needed. Trefinio avoids being embarrassed to touch on that play. But KC are looking to just re-establish themselves.
Rally doing so much with so little boost there at the end of the play. Setting up Atto, who puts it in the middle for Vatira. And they're making it look easy.
Lovely play. Gets Yan to bite. He knows he's got to try and jump for it. And look at the boost totals at the very end of that. There's nothing available. It's a different class at the moment.
It is. It's looking every bit. We often talk about Falcons as the #1 offense. This is looking every bit as scary to go up against, but without any danger of an overextension happening. Carmine Corp look completely unplayable. Here comes Fury with the pump into follow-up. Using a little trick Carmine Corp have shown us so far this match, but a little bit lower to the ground. Every bit as effective. That's a tough one from Carmine Corp's POV.
And for the first time, Fury have managed to bite back before the game is gone. Last time their first goal, they were 3-1 down. Lost, reset, goes early. I'd love to see just some very quick air dribbles from them. Don't add the reset, just go straight towards the backboard. Oh, there's so many players committed. Here comes Vatira, slows it up. Gets the block. Is Atto needed? Atto with a trickling shot towards the net. Furia, can they get rid of this ball? Straight into the path of Vatira. Backboard, half body clear.
And they just control the pace of the game so well. Carmine Corp just putting the ball in positions. Furia just barely can't reach. It's so close, but still not playable for them. They are just full survival mode at the moment, trying to get out of their final third.
Nice pass. Oh, I think it might have been more effective to get the pinch with Jan somehow. Now on the demo. KC reset, Vatira to the air. Instantly met by Jan. That's better than from Furia. But now they've opened up the play a little bit more. Shots, not really of much threat. Half the game gone, one each.
Rally just an absolute wrecking ball on the pitch, but has that gone in from Fury? Yes, it has. Well, they finally caught them overextended. You can maybe say twice this game because we had the 2v1 earlier. That's an overextension from at least someone on the pitch, and now last man 50 from Vatira goes the wrong way. Furia catch them and they take the lead.
Maybe they are prone to the same mistakes. We will see. Early jump from everybody. 2-1. Furia just got to survive for 2 more minutes. Backboard. Oh, what a read that is from Drafinho. Wow. He's just unlucky to hit the ceiling. Now Drali goes up. Player is gone. Atto, he's got the shot. Just couldn't read the shot early enough to get some more power.
Yeah, it's a good adjustment by Atto to put it on net. Like you mentioned, not powerful enough to go past Furia from that distance. You know, full credit to Furia. They're the comeback kings this weekend. Once again, they found a way to make a match out of an unplayable matchup. Can we really see another long series? Every series has gone game 7 today. Oh, that's a message. Rallies through. Read it the whole way, ignored the goalie. And although it's a tough read, you'd back him to get that one. Drafinho is close and not close enough.
Yeah, he's just played that a little bit too much. Looks like he's trying to not only get the hit, but pass it behind him to get half a clear, maybe? By the way, 2 each in a must-win game here for Furia. Looking for more edgeable bumps. That's not quite worked. Oh, but that certainly has. That ball is gone.
Rally's lurking upfield here. He's preemptively stolen the boost before the attack commences. Now he's trying to go all the way himself. Lost, careful not to own goal as he drives back towards his own net. And Atto dispossesses them in their own back corner. This was calculated from Carmine Corp. Furia remain poised though. Rafinha with a chance to counter them again. Reset, looking for the goalie to bump him. He's got him, but the recovery comes through for KC. Where's Jan? Off the bar.
Oh, that needed to be way more clinical. Drafinho, he goes, shoots far side. Drali easily has it covered. Not only that, he's on the counter-attack now. Doesn't really have that much boost, but doesn't seem to care. As Vatira goes and scores.
It's just no nonsense. Drali with no boost still gets such a good dunk to pop the ball over the net. Difficult read for the defenders. Vatira with perfect timing arrives and gets up and scores it. Now Fury are trailing. 35 seconds to go in game 3. It was already looking tough for them, but to go down 0-3 would just be a whole other level of difficulty.
Atto just going to control it for the time being. Take the 50s. AC will be in absolutely no rush right now. Furia will have to be. Off to the wall. Atto, first time challenge. And Furia, I mean, the big one at the moment just gets the ball opposite side of the field, let alone getting the shot on target.
Great force there by Vatira. Brings Rally in for free. Looking to just guide the ball down to the ground, and it's another win for Karmine Corp. Furia getting closer, but Karmine Corp have got a massive advantage.
Well, the Furia Org has come close to a LAN reverse sweep. Yan yesterday came close to a LAN reverse sweep. There's a key word there, Johnny. It wasn't good enough. Today it has to be.
Yeah, it's just so difficult. That was easily the most careless performance from Karmine Corp, and they were still good enough even from behind. You know, Rally has been unstoppable. Doesn't matter how much boost he's got, doesn't matter how much momentum he's got, he's still always able to outplay someone, very often outplay the entire enemy team. He's been the guy, the main offensive force for Karmine Corp in this series, and although Atto has had big moments, I think overall Drally has been the main guy that they want to see on the ball.
Well, Australia has been the tip of the spear. Vatira has been the beating heart. All-time assists, 173. Atomic is only ahead by 6.
And then, yeah,
keep going like this. Yeah, that's not going to last long.
Locked. Atomic's total's locked, so let's keep track of that. Vatira has 6 more assists on the day, and he's tied 7, and he's passed Atomic for all-time #1. It's possible. Vatira could absolutely do that. Karmine Corp do tend to run up the score every now and then.
I mean, this performance in the semi-final has been something else from KC. But Furia, if they're going to make believers of us, has to start somewhere. Need this first goal more than anything else. That's straight into the path of Atto. Good follow-up, though, from Yan. Came into this weekend with a chance to do what no one else has done before and win 2 tournaments. On the verge of elimination from his second.
Oh, that's a big miss in the back ball again. Vatira bumps the goalie. They can't get a good enough touch on it. Furia can't afford to keep making these small mistakes. It was Yan this time, missing his touch as he tried to keep the ball in the back corner.
And they just look so poised. And bring out some different kickoffs for now. Intentional loss back to Atto. Stealing, reset, and instantly challenged.
Good recovery. I think Drally actually, he didn't speed flip, but he still managed to pre-flip into the kickoff perfectly. So
I was just going to give him credit. But
great adjustment. I'd be surprised if he did that just planned from the get-go. I wouldn't put it past him.
Raleigh going to try and follow here, but Vatira kind of got the wires crossed. After a voice getting demoed, Furia trying everything at the moment just to spark some life. HCR just always there, right in front of them. Vatira with the offset pass. They have to be called into action here just to get the troops back into position. And Casey just loves to just pop the ball and allow the next player to come in.
How do you counter-attack these guys with any kind of consistency? Where's the opening? Another boost steal coming through for Karmine Corp. They're just refusing to give Furia any space to play with, and this is so difficult when you're not only in defense for an extended period of time, but you're boxed up in your net. You can't really move anywhere. You can't generate any momentum. There's no flow to the defense like there is to the offense. The saves are coming through for Furia, keeping this competitive.
There's still only one. Raleigh, I mean, what a catch. Reset. Takes it low to Vatira, who's right next to him. Brothers in arms. Look to try and create something else. And Raleigh's just going to have to head on back. Go back to the corner. And Fury just going to send everybody. They don't want this in back of their side of the field. They might get stuck there for another minute. Fury doesn't really care what they want. Atto on the turn. And that's a horrible moment there for Furia, because now they're straight back to where they were. They didn't really get a chance to create much of anything.
It's insane to watch. They do it so consistently. There are lots of teams who know how to create pressure, but this kind of pressure is a level we've never seen before, in my opinion. Corp denying Furia any chances to build momentum. That was a miss from Vatira. That was a huge chance for Furia. I don't think they saw it coming though. Vatira should have been hitting that. And here comes Rally again. It's almost open. Good last-ditch save there by Lost. Just barely getting in the way of Vati.
But was that their final chance? Atto. Ball bounces straight to Yan, who is demoed for his troubles. Riley on his way up. He's got the reset, so he's looking for the block. Lost looking for the 50. Lost looking for anything at this moment in time. Over to the wall, but Atto should comfortably be here first. He certainly is, but straight to the path of his defender.
Just look at how little space Furia have got to play with here. It's this brutal from Corp. Rally demoing Lost in the midfield as well. They might be able to break free. They've got some momentum to play with, but the clear's not there. Vinho continues it onwards. And their attacks just fizzle so quickly. The pressure's right back on them.
And it's only 1 minute left. The time has ticked away. Furia have been the hope of the region. But that hope's starting to dwindle at the moment. They need a goal. They need it in 40 seconds. They've got to keep that ball out. Good enough for now, but when you're going to do anything, Trali's got the brace. And Ultimates might have to brace for KC to meet them in the finals.
Head in hands. On the side of Furia, Drafinho has no idea what to do, and honestly, they could have the best coaching staff, they could have all of the org support, they could have 10 timeouts, and I still don't think they'd come up with a game plan right to beat this team today. Corp look completely unstoppable. They look like the best team in the world. And Ultimate will need to counter-attack like no one else has ever counter-attacked if they're going to beat them in the grand final. That's where Corp are headed. It's all but confirmed. A sweep. A statement from the tournament favorite.
That was a masterclass. Very rarely can we look to a performance and say it was near perfection. To take a surging Furia and to dismantle them in the way they did.
In Atto, they need to repay it here with a major win.
I mean, this is to leave a team that just won a world championship tells you how confident he is that this roster can do it. This is what would prove it, holding that trophy at the end. If you think that they can do it, chat, let us know in the progressive fan vote. Hashtag KC for Core, hashtag TU for the Ultimates. And this is a tone setter for the rest of the season. There's only 3 in-person events. Winning the first one, especially on the road to Lyon, for the French to win that first one would be such a statement. What an exclamation point at the end of the first chapter of 2025.
It'll actually be huge, and also put Corp in one of those spots where they will be going to the World Championship. They'll have so many points. They just have to completely not bottle open 4, 5, 6, which they will not. So they will be there, but they want this one now. They want to win all, right? Every player that comes to these events wants to win. 2 teams left. Who doesn't?
Okay, well, folks, let us know who you think's gonna win. We're gonna let you know who we think will be Birmingham Major champions. CJ, who's your pick?
The question is, do we think Rocket League Esports is scripted? Do you believe that Gibbs writes the scripts to this game? Well, let me run you through something real quick. Last season, first major, Gentlemates did not win a regional coming in. They 3-0'd Falcons in Swiss. They beat NA2 in the match for the top 4. They beat the best online team in their region to make the grand final, and they won the major. Let's run through Ultimates right now. They haven't won a regional. They 3-0'd Falcons in Swiss. They beat EU2 in the match for top 4 and beat the best online team in their region to make the grand final. Give me the Ultimates. It doesn't make sense, but Gibbs is writing the script.
All right. I know I'm a lazy script writer sometimes. Sorry. It's been, you know, I've had to write a lot of these, all right?
You can just reuse the whole thing.
There is no one on this show that has been a bigger First Killer fan than me.
That's true.
I cannot go against First Killer when he could possibly pull off the biggest upset and win this major. And my boy Sad Jr. is the coach of the team. The stars are aligning. Do I think K-Corp has a better chance to 4-0 the Ultimates than the Ultimates win this match? Yes.
Okay,
But do I think there's a chance that the Ultimates win this? I do. I am going to go with the Ultimates.
2 for the Ultimates. Bates?
What's the color? What's the color? What's the color? I'm going to Ultimates. Come on, Ultimate. Give me an A. Give me an A. Give me an A.
There is no way.
Give me First Killer.
Give me Carbine Core. Am I crazy?
What
Am I crazy?
What are we doing?
What is happening right now? How am I the only person picking the best team in Rocket League? We're
losing that job.
This just doesn't look good.
Do the coin.
This does not look good.
I'm fine right now, baby. That's what you want.
coin, please.
No, the coin.
Oh my goodness!
You want to know something else that happened in the General Mates? No, I didn't predict them one time to win this. I did predict the Ultimates one time, but I didn't predict them here. I don't know, folks.
Close?
The Blue Walls got us in chat. They're ready to go. The players are ready. It's all set. Let's play the grand finals of the Birmingham Major.
Welcome to a place that ordinary teams can only dream of. Only the extraordinary can compete on that stage and lift that trophy. And now, there's only one question left to answer. Who will leave Birmingham as a major champion? The Blue Wall looks to add yet another trophy to the cake. The Ultimates are trying to set the new standard for North America. It's a heavyweight showdown in front of esports' greatest fans. This is your grand finals. Fire up and let's roll!
Laid out in front of us all. A buffet of goals, saves, drama, and an eventual major champion awaits. Everybody around the world, get ready to feast.
Game 1 is brought to you by Progressive, and if Carmine Corp continue the way they were going in the previous semi-final, it is going to be a challenge for the Ultimates just to compete. They have seen North American teams trying to fend their way through, but surely they can't do that BKC.
Carmine Corp are the greatest attacking team that we currently have in Rocket League. Furia, they felt the full force of that. They could not deal with it, did not get a single game win. They only got a handful of goals in favor of them as well. The Ultimates, they went through an incredibly defensive team in NRG. It's their time, as you say, Cole, to prove that they have got the ability to push KC into their own net and walk out successful.
Well, there went the current best player in the world on the pitch and on paper as well. Drali had the early flip reset. It was closed down well by the Ultimates, and they need to attack this one on the front foot. They need players like this. As First Killer gets a double flip reset, then a huge dump to really get going. But Carmine Corp has done what they do best already. They've got a huge demo. Drali fakes out. They do this every single time. Every single attack's the same thing. It's Atto. He shoots. Almost on the crossbar. First Killer nearly own goals it.
It's a double crossbar hit as well, and it was a lovely fake coming through from the initial attacking player. No chance for Ultimates to really think about what was going on. It just got laid out in front of them. Charlie lays it off towards Vatira. On the right-hand wing is Atto, but that ball, neither a pass nor a shot. First minute and 15 has actually been very even. That is not what KC are used to so far in this event.
And the Ultimates playing it well. Bear in mind, this is a team comprised of one major winner in Chronic, another player First Killer, but famously has never won one. How desperate he will be not to lose a second Grand Finals.
And lose second Grand Finals to a Carmine Corp with Vatira on it as well. First Killer back in the San Diego Major. The only title that Vatira has lifted in the RLCS has come at the expense of him. Hitting into the ceiling was not the one, but Chronic is a man who himself has won a major, won it alongside 2 European players. There's a lot of history here on this pitch, and even more yet to be written.
It's all over the place. Carmine Corp, though, they certainly don't care about the history. They want to do this right now. This trio that they have put together to win tournaments. They had to hear everyone say the vitality with the super team. They're proving that they indeed were all along as Atto goes to the ceiling. It's cleared away well again by LJ, who seems to be stepping into his first Grand Finals pretty well so far.
And that back corner becomes a little bit messy as Charlie gets the 50 central. All three personal ultimates are very close to each other. First killer, very low boost. Can only get a challenge up high. First to it will be Chronic. Actually, both end up missing it. It goes low. Chance towards the net. It's going to be a save, a shot, a goal! Carmine Corp kick us off.
It's a classic Carmine Corp goal. Vatira gets the edge and will bump his bounce back towards it. But Charlie covers every other eventuality. And Ultimates have made some big saves prior to that. They could have blocked that one.
The crowd here very heavily in favor, I think, of Carmine Corp as well. We've heard a lot of cheers. There's a small contingent of the blue wall. It's a pleasure to see them come along with their drums and all of their kit. And the Ultimates, they're going to be suffering from the crowd, not necessarily wanting them to win, but will they want to prove everybody else wrong? They've been second in North America ever since starting. Second to NRG, who they have now beaten. Charlie, nice touch over one. It's going to continue the play.
Keep it going. Atto helps him out. Look how far forward Vatira is the third man. Any other team, you'd be wondering if they're overdoing it, but Carmine Corp waiting to get their angles right. The ball falls to them, but maybe then, as I say that, Vatira does overcommit. There's a chance here for Chronic. He leaves it. But now, for Drali, first killer to the backboard. Vatira might be able to win this one cleanly. He does. He shows great pace off his backboard, but the Ultimate's having a sniff.
LJ, a couple of question marks around him this event so far. We haven't necessarily seen what he can do until he played off against NRG, and even then, there's still more left in the tank. Then Carmine Corp, they put everything out there, and LJ, the question mark man, puts an exclamation mark on it.
All came from first killer's edge, will bump. Clearly, he's been watching KC against Furia, knows what they're up to. Opened that one up for his teammates to get a quick pass and get the equalizing goal. And with 90 seconds left, the Ultimate's looking relatively comfortable by KC standards.
Physical play may well be the difference maker here too. We say that very frequently, but the Ultimates, they're going to make sure that any chance they get to remove a player, they will do so. Carmine Corp a hard 3v3, make it a 2v2. LJ continuing on a challenge versus Vatira. Vatira will win out on that one. First killer, Central does get that next tap, but Atto is going to be there. Charlie with boost is a terrifying sight, goes low, goes for the ball. No, but chance. And regulation is being hunted for a win. No OT for either of these teams if they can avoid it.
First killer's going to take this one by himself, but he's taken out the game by Atto. Drali gets involved, wants the flip reset. It's a little bit heavy, so Chronic can come in. So in the center, LJ charging him down quickly. First killer, good pace from him as well. The Ultimate's not double committing. Avoiding falling into that pitfall. They'll want to match Carmine Corp for pace, but it can backfire if you throw things at... throws other things you shouldn't.
First killer was the first man to that ball. Doesn't manage to clear it away. It was open towards the net. Now, but attempt actually Atto taps that ball on a little bit further. Vatira was not playing from the same song, but rather Drali wasn't. Vatira's ceiling, no jump possible. Final 30.
Oh, LJ, good win there. He pushes left. Can't get the boost. It didn't spawn quite in time. Atto puts it on. It's a little bit awkward for Chronic. They should be able to deal with that one. Burns all of his boost though to do so. Carmine Corp on the prowl, heading towards overtime. Ultimates don't want that ball to land in front of their own net. Two of them have to go up to get the block. Drali's turn this time. First killer on the backboard. Good backboard defense there from Ultimates. LJ completes the job. Chronic, he gets going into his own corner. Carmine Corp waiting and watching. Atto will get them one more chance. A goal here. Kill the Ultimates already. First killer knocks it down. And everyone settles for game one overtime.
Carmine Corp definitely having all of that momentum going their way. Well, for Charlie, it's a reset. It's awkward. That's a lot of boost used, and Vatira is called in. He has zero boost, but continues on the play. Zero boost plays all across the Carmine Corp. They use so much of it, but they need to be used to having very little. Chronic now with a full core air dribble. Drali has to avoid the bump, but does make ball touch. First killer sent towards his own back half. A demo. First killer witnesses it. 50s are going to be paramount when one player's off the pitch.
For North America's second seed, but most recent champions, this first overtime is massive. It means more to them than Carmine Corp. Carmine Corp can deal with it. They can deal with games going against them. The Ultimates will know that if the momentum turns for the French team, it'll be so difficult to wrestle back. As Chronic pumps it forward, Drali meets it in the air, but he's not got the boost to go for it, so Vatira has to get involved himself. LJ into the corner, Chronic and First Killer, both of them there, so Chronic's touch has to be as clean as possible. Be able to do too much of that attack after the double commit. And to settle just for a little bit of territory. LJ isn't able to get the ball. Atto high, wants to go solo himself, gets the flip reset. First Killer's there, First Killer's not able to deal with it. Atto has the last one.
Carmine Corp, when they score first, have an unbelievable record. A 93% win rate. They are now 153 wins and 11 losses when they score first. It was close in the overtime. But destiny sometimes falls on your side, and Karmine Corp, they continued that trend over the course of 2 entire seasons. The Ultimates become just a number in their history books. But over time, to start things off is incredibly promising.
Oh yeah, for sure. As far as the Ultimates are concerned, overtime is about par. You know, you get to that, you prove you're in the match, especially as a starter of Karmine Corp going for this 3-person play. They always seem to be able to dig out. And that touch from Chronic shows that he's been in the series, and Chronic has been peaking so far in this event. Good signs for the Ultimates, but still not quite enough against KC.
It's a great play from Atto as well, just taking it low, making sure that he keeps his composure. Worst case, he gets a nice 50 there, as his car is turned sideways through the ball. And he can just make sure that it falls nicely to a teammate. Instead, he can do it all himself. That has not been the story of Karmine Corp, doing it all yourself. It has been a fully team affair.
Yeah, quite the opposite. Whenever a Karmine Corp player comes forwards, no matter what happens with the resultant 50-50, he has someone there backing him up. And if there's no one behind him, there's somebody in front of him, beating away the path, allowing the relatively simple finish. Karmine Corp, such a devastating attack. And their fans, as ever, here in good numbers, cheering their players on. Cacophonous for the Ultimates, they have to deal with it all. The buzz of their fans is high. Can the Ultimates get back involved?
The fake kickoff to start us off as well, as the ball flies high, finds LJ to the ceiling. First killer called onto it, double tap central, nobody waiting there. Chronic plays it very safely, but the Ultimates know that you cannot commit too far up. We've seen too many attacking teams do that, and then they concede with a P-roller down the other end. Vatira now up to the skies with one touch. The second sees Chronic, has to wait and lurk. Pinch central, LJ first defender to it.
I mean, it was LJ that free-jumped earlier, and I was slightly frustrated by his touch. He said it was loose and lofty, and it was. Mind you, he is in his first ever RLCS Grand Finals. That's more the sort of touch we want, a touch of the unexpected. He's the player for the Ultimates that can provide that as KC come forward.
I mean, LJ breaking all of his own personal records here today. Atto, another player who's got his fair share of records he's breaking today. His first ever RLCS LAN Final. And he is playing in it as if he's played in 1,000 before.
I mean, I heard that earlier, and I guess my brain said, really? I assumed he'd won the lot, but he just hasn't. He's not quite been there, Atto. All signs point to that changing today, especially the way KC are coming into this Grand Finals. Another Ultimate, here they go again. Chronic read it. The Ultimates have to keep judging these. They have to keep expecting it.
And you know, we can see that Karmine Corp famed press starting to form. Players on ball, off ball, everywhere it seems like. As player spawns in the back, Karmine Corp are going to be continuing this push. First killer uses a lot of boost just to go to the ceiling. He can't make much more of a play of it, rather than just giving the ball straight over back towards Karmine Corp now. Chronic finds first killer, but with no boost from that previous play, he can't do too much more than just watch it fly on by.
And again, it's so frustrating. The Ultimates had a chance. They had their car on the ball in blue territory. The blue wall was begging to be broken down, but the pass wasn't quite there. Charles goes back, they'll have to keep going. Charlie and Atto getting each other's away. Sometimes the bumps don't go for you. Atto tries to mangle it into a flip reset. Atto can keep the attack up. Charlie, perfect pass towards him. Wants the double tap. How's it affect? It's got to be good enough here. First killer, kept an eye on it. The Ultimates using that double tap. Now they can get on their way.
Perfect little touch there, just to alleviate some pressure, get it back into the opposition's half. It's barely been there so far. First killer sending it corner bound. He's going to be the first one to it as well. Skims it high. Be very awkward for Chronic to deal with, but he does so. Sidewall, Skimmer, the redirect, unable to be found.
Oh, Charlie almost blew his way through. Still might get the pinch towards his teammates. Atto's up above. He ain't missing. He never does.
He's there again, and this LAN Grand Final, it's like a duck to water. Atto knows what to do. He knows where to send it. He has seen visions of him lifting a trophy in his dreams, and today, this Sunday, may well be one of them.
He definitely seems to be the hottest Karmine Corp player right now, the Belgian. And he is the one with the least decorations. Chronic has to scamper back via the half flip. He gets it in the end, gets it past one. Atto, who else is there on the left side? Playing supremely right now, reading everything the Ultimates are chucking at him, but it's almost past Charlie. The Ultimates do have time in this second game. They really don't want this series to get away from them.
I mean, going down by 2, we've seen how Karmine Corp can snowball a series, a game even. Any moment they can start to snowball and bulldoze straight through your team. Ultimate's going to don their hard hats, going to make sure that they deal with it as best as they can, but they need to have pressure of their own. Charlie now into that back corner, does get removed straight to the scrapyard. LJ past central, he could have taken the shot. Chronic was not ready.
Why pass there? First killer was clearing it. I don't know if the comms were there. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. We talked about decision making in this grand final. We talked about players who are desperate to make it happen. No one is more desperate to win a major than First Killer. Coming so close on so many occasions, and you can see that it's making them tense.
I mean, losing previously to Vatira, it's going to just raise a couple of questions in your head, even if not consciously. You'll be thinking of it. You'll see the Karmine Corp logo on the other side, and you will know what has happened before and the mistakes that you have made. 90 seconds, though, for Karmine Corp to shut this one down and go 2-0 in the series. LJ pumps it high and long, but far too much beans on it for Chronic.
Charlie takes a relatively heavy touch. First Killer's tracking it all the way. First Killer's in here. He shoots this time. It's off the crossbar, and it's saved. And again saved by Atto. Vatira and Atto, the impenetrable blue wall. First Killer waiting for Atto's clearance this time. LJ gets a nudge on Atto, and then the same on Chronic. But Chronic manages to wriggle away with it. He's got control to the ceiling. The Ultimate's best look so far. First Killer is up. Can he get round this? Will the ball fall for them at the perfect angle? Again, the answer's no.
This entire push, though, has been excellent for the Ultimates. It's just the goal that's lacking at the other end. It might be their chance. First Killer above the bar again. North America, they send it too high. Time again. It needs less power. It needs more accuracy. And Karmine Corp, they get away with a couple there.
It's the aura of KC. You feel you have to be more perfect against them than anyone else. You go for shots that normally you'd sink without thinking. Against Karmine Corp, you're thinking about every little touch. The Ultimate's certainly guilty of overthinking.
They're earning their chances, though. That's going to be completely open at the back. Drali on target. And the Moroccan superhero sends another dagger through the hearts of the Ultimates.
You don't punish Karmine Corp, they are going to punish you right back. They will force you to regret it. And suddenly the Ultimates find this game completely out of reach. 3 goals to the good again. The Karmine Corp snowball is gathering more and more momentum. Maybe a goal will help them out in the next. That's better from LJ. He needs that for his mentality.
A confidence goal for the Ultimates. It's a lovely play too from Chronic. LJ so fast to it. Shoots high, sure, but this time it's different. It's a setup for the double. He had a plan, he executed it wonderfully. It's a bit too late, but going into game number 3, I assume we're about to see a timeout. You'd expect there to be. That seems to be the trend at the moment. 2 losses, then you go into a timeout. Either way, game 2, shut down by the Frenchies.
Part of me wonders if the Ultimates do just want to keep this one running. They're starting to build something of momentum. It's final decision making, so we'll see. But for now, those guys down there can keep on celebrating their team a couple of games away from Vatira's 3rd major, from Atto's 1st. And Charlie to win again. You're not on yet, Vatira, mate.
Yeah, Vatira, there's 2 more. Vatira, sorry, mate, there's 2 more games.
He said, Charlie and Atto, play 2v3 for a second. You guys can deal with it.
It's like when you have to go and get the door in rank. And you run off and you're thinking, oh no, my takeaway's here. Oh, okay, good. 2v3, wiggle my controller if needs be. I don't want a DC.
Oh, that's funny.
But he's gonna nip off to do whatever he needs to do. And the Ultimates, they've got a little bit of time to think. And a timeout has been called. 60 seconds have been bought for the Ultimate's sake and Vatira.
I was going to say, I like that there's a very sporting measure. It's, oh, you need 60 extra seconds, do you? Hey, have them.
Yeah, we'll
relax,
take it.
chill.
Don't worry, guys.
The Ultimates, Sad Junior behind them. A man who has been involved in the Rocket League scene since the very beginning. SRPC alumni. An old man of the game, like yours truly.
You're just an old man.
And he'll be saying to his team, they have to keep their composure. They have to, I believe, stick to the same game plan. It is showing signs of working. It's last-second decisions that are either going against them. I don't want to say they're not stepping up, they're not being brave enough in those moments. I do think they are just thinking for one pass too many.
And I was walking around earlier, walking over here to the BP Pulse Arena, and I saw Ferrer going for a run. Sounds like a really... It sounds like a start to a bad joke. But, oh yeah, I was wandering over this morning, saw Ferrer going for a run, and he was genuinely, normally like he gives a smile, like a, hey, how are you, whatever. He was so locked in, and he looks more calm here than he did on a casual morning run. But the speed that he was going at was unbelievable. And it may well be faster that he could run around that lake compared to how quick it's going to take Karmine Corp here to end up taking home the trophy. vtuber is returning.
Welcome back.
To a sea of claps. He gets the cheer as he returns to his chair. And Karmine Corp, Coolcol 93, they are going to be going into this next game, seeing that trophy in their hands.
And you would expect that over the course of the next 2 games minimum, vtuber will get the last couple of assists he needs to be the all-time top assister at LANs. But all the emphasis is on the Ultimates. Wondering what they can change here. They do have goals in them. Maybe it's opium from me. I just sense that this team have a run in them against Karmine Corp today.
Well, we've seen just what LJ could do right at the death of that game. And I don't think that's because Karmine Corp let up on the gas either. I think that was LJ just being goated. They're starting things off here in game number 3. The Ultimates need to have figured something out in that 60-second break. San Jr. has to have earned his paycheck. First gonna go to that double edge. Across the line, but not nearly enough.
How do they keep getting away with it? Karmine Corp now down the other end. Charlie goes to the edge of a bump. Chronic was up early enough. How the Ultimates would have loved that one to fall in by hook or by crook. Still, they have to remain at 0-0. Is anybody coming in? For KC, it's Charlie. He hits the crossbar. Atto has to leave it. LJ can come forwards.
I think the crossbar must be magnetic in this land. The amount of crossbars we've seen is unbelievable since adding that dink update. Chance for first killer, however, to try and force it through the final defender. Isn't able to. Now Chronic has to run it back into his own half and start all over again from the backboard.
He left the 100 for his teammates, but vtuber nicked it though. Now vtuber can stay forwards. Oh no, 2 KC players in front of him. There he is. He's in the crossbar again. But when you're vtuber, it goes in anyway.
It wasn't just 2, there were 3 there. It's a pass back from Charlie to back towards Atto. Finds vtuber in the end. Double woodwork. Counts for a goal. 1 minute, 1 goal. Karmine Corp continue their romp.
They are looking like the team we all predicted to take it back before this LAN started. One of the most hyped teams we have ever seen coming into this major. And they are not underperforming in any way, shape or form. But here's the Ultimates. First killer has a chance. He goes over the top. And the Ultimates game plan switch has borne fruit now. Took them a few efforts. Chronic decided correctly, and this time, first killer played it straight, went straight for goal. That's what the Ultimates need. And Karmine Corp, the momentum checked once more. The Ultimates will want to build upon this, but here's Atto from the kick off the musty flick. Chronic reads it. Is anybody following up? It's only vtuber. Chronic gets another save. Charlie to the side. Immediately, Karmine Corp begin the next huge press.
It's waves of assault, I think, now coming in from Karmine Corp. Ultimates getting that 1 goal. It is huge for their mentality. It is time where they are going to be able to keep pushing, knowing that they can squeeze one past the gods on the other side of them, because they are gods themselves. Chronic left-hand wall goes up, sees first killer. 1 man central, but Drali's want to overtake it. No control, can keep it away, however, from LJ. 1-2 back central with Drali. He's going to save it away. We've seen that happen early with vtuber. There was a goal off the back of it, but not this time.
Thankfully for Karmine Corp, they've got goals to spare so far in this series, but not in this game, as LJ prods it past Atto. Wants to seal that boost. I'll leave vtuber's though. Oh, but vtuber has missed with the backboard. First killer's coming in. It's saved by his teammate Drali. 1 or 2 uncharacteristic errors for Karmine Corp. Reminder that they're not unbeatable. Even they feel LAN nerves in front of the crowd in the grand final. There's another miss there from Atto. Chronic 1v1 with vtuber, but he's rushed his shot. They play the direct game again, but that time Chronic should have taken a touch.
Charlie has to force LJ into position there where he just has to keep it into the corner. It's a good idea, just make him rush back. Atto with a challenge back corner now. Drali misses. There's errors starting to fly in from KC. The Ultimates need to take advantage of that one. Straight down. FK is mere pixels away from a lead.
Lovely effort from first killer. They are forcing Karmine Corp into making these errors up in their own pace, dealing with it. But you can't be stuck to the floor with this Belgian around.
The fact that he tries to aim for the shot and then goes for the 50 to go low bottom corner, vtuber does everything, sets up Atto on a plate and uses the Ultimates as a dining table. 2-1, Karmine Corp, another game win, and they are on tournament point. And the Ultimates, they have got a lot of work to do, and they are doing it.
Big though, big kickoff win here from the Ultimates. They're keeping this attack going. First killer should be able to get something on this one. He does. Chronic is wondering when to come in. LJ does come in. Chronic's taken out. So now Karmine Corp can try and double their lead. One more may well take this game away from the Ultimates' grasp. Karmine Corp have that capability. Drali in. Hits it cleanly. Chronic in front of him. Can he get it past Chronic? He might not need to. He tries to take out Chronic. Chronic has wriggled his way to the side, and now Ultimates come forth.
It's now 90 agonizing seconds to pass Central. Drali's going to shut that one down yet again. LJ back corner, as ever, having to start all over from their own backboard. Vatira reads it to perfection. Not on target, but wastes a few more precious seconds.
Atto into the center. It's one there by First Killer. This is big from Ultimates. They have to get it past the first KC man and then keep things going. First Killer, the ball bounced awkwardly past him, and he's got no boost to do anything with it. LJ into the middle. He's hoping Chronic's going to help him out. First Killer does it in the end to Chronic. Army Corp letting them this ball out of their grasp.
Final 50, Chronic up high, lovely 50, keeps the question alive. He's now able to get the next one though, and First Killer now suddenly called into action. He gets a second touch over the defender, but every time someone from KC comes in, another man right behind them knows where that ball is falling.
Chronic into the middle. There's LJ waiting for it. Vatira's always going to win that one though. First Killer has to then beat Vatira to it. Vatira bludgeons his way past the couple. There's a shot from Drali. First Killer, clean clearance.
Only just wide of target though. Ultimates get away with one. They still need to harry one back themselves, however. Final 20, as ever, Chronic from his own backboard, attempting a full court carry, leaves ball, goes to man, shot just above target. Atto's chance to clear it away, does so. First Killer's just left waiting.
Current game winner Atto was already up as well. Drali, slows it down, takes a few more seconds away. Vatira in. This could be the moment. No, great ball by First Killer. Atto, can he keep hold of this ball? All he has to do is send it towards the floor, and KC have 3 match points.
Opportunity for a skimmer off the sidewall. Drali's going to follow with it, however. The ball staying up the right-hand side. It's perfect for Atto to get that dunk. Does do so. 30 boost. Ground is found. Karmine Corp. Major point on the line.
The fans are already celebrating. But Ferrer and his boys know there is still more work to do. Their 7th game win in a row since the start of the semi-finals. 4 in a row against Furia. Now 3 against the Ultimates, who are pushing them every step of the way, it has to be said. And they get the perfect semi-finals and grand finals sweep.
They've used their timeout. The Ultimates trick up their sleeve has been burned. Karmine Corp have theirs, but you bet they are not going to use it. If the Ultimates take a couple of games, that's their chance. But right now, that does not look likely. There's only been a couple of goals in it each time, Cole. It has been close in individual games, but the series score tells a completely different story.
Yeah, Karmine Corp have to keep this party running now, and they are more than capable of doing so. As Utopia Coliseum loads up, KC will want to blitz the Ultimates from the off. I back them to get an early goal here, and if they do, maybe the Ultimates fight will run out. Karmine Corp have it in their hands. Is this where they claim it?
In the Coliseum, only one survives, each side hoping it's theirs. And Karmine Corp so far, they've got a bloodied spear. The Ultimates limp into this next match. Drali up high in his own back corner, has 40 over towards Vatira, sorry. Chronica reset, takes it low, but the patience from Drali is going to make him stress.
Well, nice play there from First Killer. Going to get the bump on Vatira. He goes to the ball instead. LJ's in almost there. Vatira somehow floated for entire seconds in front of his own goal and got something on the ball. Great defending there from Vatira. Staring down his 3rd major. Chronic.
Good 50.
Pushes it to the right. Atto is there. In the middle, LJ almost got there, but it's Vatira again. He has stepped up so much. Put himself back into the position of one of the world's best. Wants to prove it here.
Atto chance, just sends it high. Asks the question again, and Chronic, how many times have we said this, through his own backboard, has to do everything. Left-hand side now sees LJ have to do something. That's central, that's open, and that, my friends, is Vatira.
The man who could be the first to win 3 majors today with 1 more game. There he is. The most reliable player on the pitch right now, the most reliable player in Karmine Corp's history. It's beginning to look like it's all theirs. It's beginning to look impossible for the Ultimates. First kill is trying to change that. LJ has to get involved from the ball, but Atto beats them both. Atto almost passed them both. First killer pushes it corners.
The Ultimates have 3 minutes, 35 seconds, and they need a lot to go their way. That ball going perfectly towards LJ. The positioning is sublime. A 50 central, but only a blue wall member is waiting and lurking. He gets a reset, he gets a second touch. That's on target, but it's loose. First kill now up in the sky, relatively alone. Takes it alone underneath Batira. Actually, wrong wheels Atto, but Johnny can pick it up now. It's a 1v1, it's a 2v1. It is LJ to stay firm.
Yeah, he keeps them in at the Ultimates. What can they do down the other end? His first kill is the flick on nearly. The ball just wouldn't fall for him. It never seems to against Karmine Corp. Atto to the ceiling. This might be the moment again. LJ's up. Charlie follows up. Desperation from the Ultimates is working out so far. Batira throws one more spear in the direction of the North Americans, and again they dodge it.
If Karmine Corp can do this in a 4-0 sweep, it is going to be the third time it has ever happened on LAN. It was Season 4, 22-23 Worlds, and a reset in the Spring Major. Karmine Corp join a very illustrious group of teams who have managed to so masterfully destroy their opponents, but Ultimates, they will not go down without a fight. LJ on target, Charlie to save. Right-hand side is still going to see this Ultimates pressure build.
Charlie clears it long. LJ's underneath it. Still chances for the Ultimates. KC are taking them out whenever they come, though, up to this point. Batira keeps it close to himself. Still showing no nerves. The extra touch so helpful. All three KC players involved in this play. The ball goes over their heads. The toe is there. Pulling it up along. First kill on the backboard. Ball's going to go high. Will there be one more real chance for the Ultimates to get themselves back into this one? They're doing everything they can, Stumpy, but against Casey's defense, it's just not enough. The first killer, pre-jump, it's in the post, and there he goes! Saved again! How?
The defense is demonic. Karmine Corp grew horns as they keep the Ultimates at bay. 100 seconds between KC and a date with destiny.
The devil, though, is in the details, and can they go through it all with a fine-tooth comb? More defending there, left it for LJ. Charlie just sends it long. Chronic up on the walls, Batira keeps that ball in the center. KC can smell it right now.
Atto didn't want to burn too much boost going for that one. LJ, he misses that sidewall readout right now. Batira is going to commit with just 0 boost, but he's going to be that driving presence. Charlie, control, sees Atto central, takes it himself, does go high with it, a 50 low, and Atto, need to remind you, in his first RLCS LAN Grand Final, a phenomenal presence, an amazing player, and all three of them doing their work. The final minute, the Ultimates need a miracle.
Charlie has the ball now. They'll know one more will sink the Ultimates, but the Ultimates pushing all the way. Batira to the skies. Which Ultimates player will challenge him? It's going to have to be Chronic on no boost. The ball still bouncing awkwardly. In front of the goal line, another double, but saved by first killer.
Batira, time's ticking down. It's good opportunities for them.
Charlie on the backboard.
Sorry, everything is happening at the moment with LJ now getting removed from the pitch entirely.
Here we go, Atto, he's got a shooting chance here. First kill against it high. Batira wins this race. Forwards he goes to the ceiling. Chronic, first killer booms it long.
That's a chance because Atto's going to be there to save. LJ could not get that redirect at the death.
Karmine Corp so close now. Charlie wants to get around this ball. One more pitch for good luck. First killer tries himself. Batira there. LJ, first kill against it long. It has to be now for the Ultimates.
It will not be now. There's not much time left. As soon as this ball hits the ground, Karmine Corp will complete their destruction of the Rocket League world, and they do so in a speed 721 days. And Karmine Corp return as your Birmingham Major Champion.
your winners and Birmingham Major champions,